Well, I wasn't sure what I was going to do tonight. I wasn't sure what I was going to do tonight. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream or if I was just going to pull my hair out. And I'd rather not pull my hair out. I'd rather be distracted for a while. So it's a little bit later than I normally start, but I was doing trivia tonight and it ended like maybe like 15 minutes ago. I was deciding what game I wanted to play tonight, and it looks like we're going to play Among the Sleep. I don't know much about this game. I know that we're a baby. We're a baby. About to make some steak tacos. Don't die. Dude, I would kill for some dinner. I would kill for some dinner right now. We made I didn't make. Someone made some taco salad. I haven't had dinner yet. I just got done with trivia just a couple minutes ago, and I was deciding what game I wanted to play. I'm not eating right now. I've been drinking for a while. so we're in that mood tonight. My anxiety level is up to here. Is up to here right now. Is up to here right now. And I need a good distraction. I need a good distraction. No, I haven't had anything to eat since around, man, I don't know. It was around like 11:30 or so when I ate lunch. That's the last food I had. I had some we had it was store-bought ravioli, but we made like a sort of remoulade with some cheese and uh a bunch of vegetables. It was broccoli and we had we like shredded a zucchini with one of those like peeler things that make like spiral stuff out of it and a couple of squash. It was good. It was good. It was just leftover food, and that's the last thing I had. And a donut. And a donut. I had that and a donut. That was it. That's the actually only thing I've eaten today. It's literally the only thing, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna have fun tonight. I need to distract. I need to distract. That's with it. Sauteed zucchini. I love some good zouk. The zouk is good, man. Zucchini is fantastic. Yeah, it was sauteed. We sauteed all the vegetables and then just dumped it in with the ravioli. It was good. It was good. It was good. We were going to make a pesto sauce, but instead we got lazy because making pesto is pretty time consuming. So instead we made a remoulade instead, which is it's fine. A white sauce is easy, it gets stuff done. It's simple. Let's start this up. Let's see what Among the Sleep is like. I've had this in my library for a few years. It looked interesting. I like the idea that it's kind of like a horror game that takes the perspective of a baby or a toddler. I don't know exactly how small we are. We have a onesie. I saw when I was going through the options that we literally have the option to choose what kind of pajamas we have. We have a bear, we have blue, we've got pink and purple and rainbow. I thought that was cool that there were options. We're going with blue. Blue seems cool. It's pretty good. You've watched others play it. That's exciting. I'm excited for this. I've never checked it out. I know very little of it. I know it's like first person like horror walking simulator stuff. But that's okay. I like this kind of shit. So let's jump in. Let's see what kind of story we have going on. I don't even know if there's actually going to be like a coherent story. I don't because babies don't talk. And babies don't understand language, sort of. They hear the words. We'll have to see. I can move the mouse off screen. That seems to not go away. You'll figure it out. Nah, maybe not. Maybe not. Crawl and stand up. We can climb. We have an inventory. We have a teddy bear. Oh God, tell me we're in a womb. Tell me we're about to be birthed. Oh, what is this?
Hey, sweetie,
No.
did you finish your drink already?
What? That was a cup.
Careful, it might break. Now it'll only be a minute. Mommy just has to make sure that the cake is perfect.
Mommy. Where'd you go? I got a ball. No, I don't want to skip. I don't want to skip the intro. Fuck you, game. It sounds weird. It sounds weird. Let's see here. Let's go back to the main menu. It sounds weird. I've got the 5.1 turned on. Maybe we should turn that off. We'll go back into stereo. Let's try that. The menu sounded fine. No, but the mom in the kitchen sounded weird. Everything else, see, that's the only thing in the audio I can change. What child puts their face into a glass? I can't believe that's a glass. I've never seen a glass look like this.
Hey, sweetie. Did you finish your drink already?
That sounds better.
Careful. It might break.
That sounds way better.
Now it'll only be
Yeah,
a
that was
minute.
all messed up.
Mommy just has to make sure that the cake is perfect.
Abacus. I want to play with the abacus. Why do they give me the option to click on things if I can't click on things?
Let's see. There and there. Perfect. Oh, look at you. You're so adorable in your tiny-footed pajamas.
Nope.
Happy birthday, sweetie.
It's my birthday.
Wow, 2 years today.
I'm 2? We are a toddler.
I think I know a little someone who's ready for some cake.
I love cake. I
Chugga,
love
chugga,
cake.
chugga, choo choo.
I'm ready for the cake train. Nom, 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 nom.
Here it comes through the tunnel. Choo choo.
It's like infinite cake. Yeah, it doesn't look like we can do it during the intro. So why would they tell you to do it? Like, I was jamming on the A button to pick up the fucking ball.
What are you doing?
It's my birthday. Eat some cake. Eat the cake, son. Eat that cake.
Hey, you. Look what I found. I wonder what it is.
It's a present.
Why
Gimme.
don't we go upstairs and find out?
I hope it's a better ball than this dumb ball.
Oh my. How much cake did you have?
Not enough. Not enough. Checking out. She murdered someone to give that to you. It's okay. Kisses from mom. Best mom ever. I want more cake. More cake. More cake. More cake. She didn't murder anyone. She just stabbed them to get it. Whether they die or not, that's on them. That's not our problem. Hey, what's up, Sabrina? How you doing? Happy Tuesday. How are you guys doing? I'm sorry, Thunder Raja. How are you doing, dude? I didn't ask you.
Maybe it's
How are you
a new
guys doing?
toy.
I hope it's cake. It's a demon. Put it back in.
Okay, sweetie. Be a dear and play for a bit. Mommy will be right back.
We are baby. Are we gonna finger our belly button? We're fingering our belly button. This game was so long ago, but then you play Pikmin 3 and go, oh. No, Pikmin was a long time ago. Hold RB. Oh, I didn't know that. I was hitting the A button. The A button is not the pickup button. B is for baby. We can't pick up the ball? Well, we are little. Balls are big. Balls are big. I don't like the like bubbly view, the fish bubble, whatever that's called. I don't like that. I really dislike that. The fisheye view, the fishy view, fish view. Did you play through all of Pikmin, Sabrina? I saw that it recently got a full release. Oh, we're dipping out. Mama set that shit up all wrong. Space. Can we change? Oh, that's so cool how it went into the menu. He's a baby. Yeah, we are a baby. Is there a way to change like the field of view? Because that shit is annoying. Depth of field? Maybe? Depth of field? Maybe if we turn that off? That seems better, right? It doesn't have like the fisheye anymore. You didn't 100% main story again, but you did do all the new content, which was really fun. What kind of stuff did they add to the game? I mean, I'm asking like I know what they added to the game, but I don't know. Because I never played Pikmin 3. Hey, Burpee, how you doing, dude? Happy Tuesday! How you doing, dude? Yeah, this looks so much better. The depth of field was horrid. I am playing with blocks. B-L-O-R-X. Blorks. I mean blocks. No, it's still got that fisheye thing going on. I guess it's something we're just gonna have to accept. What the hell was depth of field? Hello? Dynamic light shafts. I love a good light shaft. Alright. Oh, field of view. Maybe this'll do it. 90. Yeah. That's a good number. I feel like that made it worse. I feel like that made it worse. What the hell is wrong with this game? The field of view is horrid. Horrid. Oh. Alright, we'll stick with 80. Oh. It's got some real cool callbacks to Pikmin 1 and 2 as well. These settings are all wrong. We could go bowling, hell yeah, man. Hoo-ah-cha! Gutter ball. Ha-ha! Strike! Ha-ha-ha-ha! Stupid game telling me I don't get a strike. We totally got that strike. No, the sneeze went away. That is nothing but disappointment.
Hey, you found me.
Burn in hell, you talking teddy bear!
My name is Teddy. Nice to meet you.
Nope.
Hey,
Nope.
what's your name?
Nope. 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 You go back in
Not much of a
there.
Talker yet,
No.
eh?
Nope. 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 Nope.
Let's
Nope.
play a game.
Let's not. It's fucking Chucky.
I know. I'll hide the pink elephant while you're not looking.
I don't like pink elephants. Where'd he go?
Come here. Turn around and cover your eyes.
No. I don't know where you went. You demon. You freaking demon. This is flashing. Why is it flashing? Oh. 2 drawers. That's a demonic teddy bear. I don't want to play games with it. I got this stuff. Alright, I don't have that anymore.
Wanna play a game?
No, I do not want to play a game. I don't want teddy bears talking to me. Chugga chugga. Choo choo. I'm going to hit the train button first. I'm not covering my eyes. Remember that there was something in one of the Legend of Zelda games where you had to like actually close the cover of your 3DS for something to happen? I thought that was like really clever. I don't know if it was Zelda. It may have been one of the Mario and Luigi games. But I recall like having to close my 3DS and then open it up, or maybe it was the DS. One of them, like, they actually required you to do that. It was so cool. Final boss for the new stuff actually has its own theme, and it's a remix of the title screen theme from the first game. That sounds neat. That's definitely a callback. I liked it when in Dark Souls 3. It's the only other thing that I can think of, because I'm sure plenty of other games have done it, but it's the only one that I really saw was when you fight the Lord of Cinder, and in Phase 2, they do like a remix of Gwyn's theme from Dark Souls 1. I was just like, that's righteous. Like, Final Fantasy always has like the prelude in it. There's always like some sort of like remix of like different music in those, but yeah, it's the only one that I've ever like noticed something like that and been like, oh, that's really cool. Alright, I guess Stabby Teddy Bear is gonna do something here.
There. You can look now.
And what? Can I put you back in the chest? Pick him up. Why can't we pick up the teddy bear? What was that? Was that movie with Marky Mark in it? Ted? Was it called Ted? Was it called Ted? I don't like Ted. It was a terrible movie. This is reminiscent of that. I don't want this to happen. A lot of FE games do that. It's really neat. Dude, it's a talking teddy bear.
Colder.
You don't tell me what's cold and hot. I tell me what's cold and hot. I'm climbing on top of this bureau. Wait, nope, 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 nope. Don't pull it out so far. Less far, sorta in the middle. Okay. Ha-ha!
Quite
What?
cold over there.
It's the present. He's the present. He was the demon in the present.
Warmer. Getting warmer. Even warmer.
Well, we shouldn't go in there. I mean, he's talking, so it could be worse. That's exactly what makes it worse. Look at how cute he thinks he is. Why does he have patches? If he's new, why does he have patches? Alright, going in. I really
Super
should
warm.
play Pikmin again. I don't see anything in here. You gonna lock me in here, teddy bear?
Colder. Super warm. You found it.
I did find it. I'm the best. Look. Look, teddy bear, I found it. Close him in there.
Wow. Is that a music box? Does it work?
You mean that over there? Probably. Why doesn't the elephant talk? You know, there's like that old thing where, like, if you're really drunk, you see pink elephants. That's kind of how I feel right now. That's kind of how I feel right now. I should go back and play the other Pikmin games. I only played Pikmin 1, which I really enjoyed. And I never did 2. I own 3. I got 3 with the Wii U. Like, it was like a free digital game. Like, I bought like 2 games, and I think I bought Yoshi's
Do you think the music
Woolly
box still
World?
works?
And Tropical Freeze together, and I think I got Pikmin 3 free. I never got around to playing it.
That's
But
a
I also didn't
nice
play 2.
melody.
I don't like the way this guy talks to me. Let's go to sleep. I like our PJs, though. He just phased through the shelf. That's how you know it's a demon. Never heard of that before, and yet you're willing to believe it because of the Hufflepump stuff in Winnie the Pooh?
What's this?
Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. He's a teddy
Five
bear that's
thirsty
stuffed with
animals on a
fluffies.
dry, dry hill. We could use a drink, they sang, and started to drill. Unless we reach water with our newly dug well, I think we'll have to bid each other fare thee well.
We understand English. That's pretty cool. We're not a baby, we're just drunk. Well, sometimes when you get really, really drunk, you feel like a baby, because all you can do is crawl around. The Hufflepump. The Huffalump.
run?
Huffalump.
How do you
Huffalump?
start it?
Huffalump? 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 Yeah, that was like the imaginary... The imaginary, like, elephant in Winnie the Pooh?
Round and round and round.
But if you watched Dumbo...
Hey, pick me up and carry me on your back. I want to show you something.
Freeloader? No way! Okay.
We need someplace very dark.
I love places that are dark. That's where the bad
How
things
about
get me.
Your
I mean,
closet.
what? It's not really a closet. It's more of like a bureau. A closet kind of is like within the house. This is a wardrobe. We should call it a wardrobe. Are we gonna go see a lion and a witch? And are we gonna
It has
meet?
to be darker. Shut the doors completely.
What do you think I'm doing, homie?
It has to be darker. Shut the doors completely.
Okay, you tell me to do that again, and I'm gonna eat you.
Good. This will do nicely. I hope there are no monsters in here.
Why would you bring up monsters?
If you ever feel scared in a dark place like this, you can hug me tightly. You might feel a little bit safer.
Hugging Teddy gives us light. Oh, okay, so I don't have to hold it down. So Teddy gives us comfort in the darkness. So is Teddy good? I don't trust the teddy bear. There's a scene where Pooh has a nightmare and it's just a bunch of fucked up elephant monsters called Huffalumps. I remember the movie. It was like Winnie the Pooh and the Huffalumps, but that was like way after my time. I never saw that. If it wasn't like on, it wasn't on like the Disney network when I was a kid, because it didn't
We
exist.
must be careful. I don't like this.
Who would put this in a closet? Who would put something like this in a closet? Dude, what were the bad guys in Kingdom Hearts? The unknowns, Project 16, Project 13, Association 13, something 13. What were they called? That's what all these dark robes are. With Abraxas, you've never seen them and actually aware of the scene that you're talking about? Yeah, that's like the biggest scene that I know of that has the pink elephants, but you watch like any like Looney Tune cartoon or something like that where somebody gets drunk and they had like, you know, or somebody gets bonked on their Organization 13. Yeah. They have got like pink elephants like wandering around their head and stuff like that. It's not something that's as commonly talked about today, but when I was a kid, it would like the pink elephants thing was definitely something that you associated with being drunk. Dude, I loved hiding in closets when I was a kid. My grandparents, my grandfather built. No, my grandfather built my dad's house.
I think something's coming.
It's mommy.
There you are. What are you doing in the closet?
Playing with Teddy Bear.
Oh, are you playing with your new friend? Hello, Mr. Bear. Nice to meet you. How are you today? You've got to stop hiding from Mommy.
I wasn't
I hope
hiding.
You had a good birthday, hun.
I was playing in Nightmare Land.
Mommy would be very sad if you didn't. And
Mommy
now,
looks like she had
don't
fetal
forget,
alcohol syndrome. Her eyes are really far apart.
If you go to sleep now, you can wake up early tomorrow and play with your friend all day. Every little boy and girl are sleeping now, all over the world. And they're waiting just for you.
That's
You
exciting.
shouldn't keep them. Good night, hun. Sweet dreams.
So, well, once we're done with the story, I'll continue my story. But we already know the teddy bear moves on its own. Because we used our imagination. Imagination, what's picking it up? Paranormal activity. It's paranormal activity. Something dumped us out of the crib. So, oh, all the way over on the other side of the room. That's nuts. So, my dad heard about the practice of actually going to people's doors for candy for Halloween actually originated in cartoons. I don't know. I don't know where that originated from. I've heard multiple different stories about that, so I don't know. What a bunch of jerks. So, my dad's father, they built their own house in Pennsylvania. And one of the coolest things about it was it wasn't a 2-floor house, it was a 1-floor house that had a basement and an attic. And the attic wasn't very big. I mean, it really was just a 1-floor house. And a singleplex. A oneplex. And if you went in the closet, there was only one closet where, like, everybody hung their coats, which also had, like, an amazing, like, woody, old, musty, old coat smell in it. It smelled fantastic, so I just loved going in that closet to begin with. It had, like, kind of like a leathery, but old wood and musty smell to it. You know, you open up, like, an old library book, and you get that old book smell in your mouth, and you're just like, damn, man, that shit smells like fucking awesome, man. Hell yeah, old book smell. Kind of like that. It's the best way I can describe it. Just musty. I guess musty is the only way to describe it. But in the back of the closet, there were steps. And the steps were really cool. And the steps led into the attic. But the attic door was really heavy. So when I was a kid, it was kind of like hard to get up in there. So it was fun. Like, they kept like the board games and stuff on the steps. Because they rarely ever went into the attic. I don't recall people ever really going into there. But once I found out there was an attic in there, I was just like, oh, hell yeah. I'm going to play in the closet all the fucking time. Because there's like, it's like the secret away place. It was a closet with stairs in the back of it that led into a part of the house that nobody ever went into. So it was like my own like secret place when I went over there. It was really cool. Granted, there were like rat traps and shit in the attic, so that was always not the best thing to go playing in. But I did it anyways. And there was like old weird shit in the attic. Loved it, man. This stuff was so cool. Yeah, it's just I don't. It's musty. I mean, I don't know how else you describe it, but musty is the right way to describe it. But that scene right there, where the kid was walking through, you know, the darkened closet with like a pathway through there and stuff, like going through the coats. That was just such a vivid memory for me, as being like, you know, 8, 9, 10 years old, playing in my grandparents' closet. It was such a cool experience. Such a cool experience. We can peek around corners? Why do we need to peek around corners? But that it's a good smell. It's not a bad smell. It's a good smell. Alright, I think we... Oh, no, I didn't mean to... I forgot. RB. RB is what grabs it. Right bumper. Right, so we climb up, and we open the door. I was actually contemplating playing Alien Isolation tonight, and not this. But then I saw this when I was looking at the A's, and I went, yeah, this'll work. I like the idea of the perspective coming from a child, and what like kids can find horrific and how their imaginations go wild. It was a lot like, the idea made me think a lot of like what Rula Rose was doing, and it got me excited. Oh, we can unplug it. Beaming down. Alien Isolation. So I played a bit of Alien Isolation, but I never beat it. Oh, look at that. Look at the writing on the... I guess that's the water tank. And so usually water tanks, the water heater, is in the basement. It's really strange for it to be upstairs. But maybe they don't have a basement here. Not every house has a basement. I'm used to houses with basements. This may not. From what you remember of this game, it does some cool stuff with the whole child thing. I'm really excited for it. You didn't get to see Rula Rose, Sabrina, but it was really cool.
Thank you.
Or I don't know if you were around for it. I don't know if you were lurking or not, but it was well done.
Not right. We need to find your mother.
Definitely a strange but really interesting premise, dealing with like kids and how they deal with like trauma and stuff like that. It was really well done. You only played and beaten it once, and that was enough for you. The gimmick of the alien hunting you down kind of wore out on me really quickly, which is why I stopped. The AI isn't all that great on the alien, and so it kind of just made me go, all right, it's the same thing over, and you can't kill it. Or at least, like, during the game, you're not allowed to kill it, even though you have, like, a bunch of different weapons to deal with shit. And I was just like, you know what? I'll come back to this another time. But I contemplated it. It looks like a fun game, and I love the Alien franchise. I love the Alien franchise so much. Alien is one of my favorite sci-fi horror movies. Might be one of my favorite movies. I love the idea of, you know, outer space and like horror. It's so good. Pandorum, Event Horizon, Alien. Oh, there was another one with Guy Pearce that was really well done. I can't remember that off the top. I like it. I like that idea. You heard the Alien AI is really stupid in some clips. Yeah, it's dumb. That's why I stopped playing it. I did not enjoy the AI of the Alien, which is I was just like, all right, we don't really need to keep going with this, do we? Chases you constantly gets old. Well, and that's the thing, for as long of a game as it is, to have to repeat the same thing over and over and over and over again kind of wears out. Like Outlast was really well done because it's short. You know, you're running from things, you're hiding from shit. The mechanic doesn't overstay its welcome for too long. A 10-hour game is good. When you have to use that mechanic for 40 hours...
We have to be very quiet. We can't let it find us.
It's not scary anymore. It's not scary anymore. It just you get what do you call it? When I've used the term so many times. You get used to violence and stuff like that. What is that term? Like the jump scares don't do it anymore. My brain is hurting right now. Whatever. You get used to it after a while, and it doesn't affect you anymore. And so having the same desensitized. Thank you, Burpee. Thank you so much. Exactly, desensitized. You get desensitized to it, and so it doesn't affect you anymore. And so you're like, okay, we gotta run from it again. All right, whatever. You know, it wears it off. You need to use those moments and use them sparingly, not it being the main mechanic of everything. And the idea of the alien hunting you is cool, but at the same time, maybe being able to fight it at times and stuff like that would allow you to like fend off things, maybe if there were multiple aliens. But no, it's just the one thing, and eventually I was just like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So is this like a place that we can hide from things? Okay, maybe that's what we have going on here too, is that, well, since we're a baby, we don't get weapons. The length seems like a problem, but it also would seem to be aided by more downtime. Oh shit, the aliens, here I'm scared. It became, dude, go the fuck away so I can exactly, that's exactly it. Please go away so I can like actually move through things. That's what drove me nuts. I'm assuming this is a relatively short day, which is fine. Dude, we can hustle when we crawl. Look at how fast we move when we crawl. Baby got crawling arms, man. Hell yeah. And then we move kind of slow when we walk. Okay. A lot shorter than Alien. I'm excited. I bought it when it came out because it seemed really cool. Just never played it. I think there's a sequel to this as well. Oh no, that's Finding Teddy. I'm an idiot. It's Finding Teddy. There were a couple of games that came out around the same time that like I just kind of lumped together. Okay. Yeah, Finding Teddy is not among the sleep. I'm an idiot. There may be a sequel. I'm not sure. There might be. I was thinking of Finding Teddy. Maybe I was thinking of this. I don't know. Maybe there is. Ooh! Let's put in this one. The one with the weird baby ninja thing. Where's the VCR? Oh, we've got Nintendos! Nintendos! Alright. Hit buttons on the remote to make it work. Bloop, 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 bloop. Perfect. Now, put in the fun samurai movie. I like how it's all gibberish. Like they could have written it in any language, but they chose like literal gibberish, or what I perceive as literal gibberish. Enhanced version of the game. That's what we're playing, is the enhanced version. We are playing the enhanced version. So if there's extra stuff in here, we'll get to experience it. I like these globes. Those are so cool. I love those kinds of things. My dad bought something similar to this at a flea market, but my grandparents had something really similar with like a ornate wooden like holster for it. It was really cool. You didn't find anything about it? Yeah, like I said, I was thinking about Finding Teddy, not Among the Sleep. They were both games that dealt with like children, and I remembered something. Alcohol. For baby. Chug-a-lug-a-lug-a-lug-a-lug-lug-lug. Mom won't mind. She'll clean it up tomorrow. I hope that's absinthe. Absinthe. Absinthe for baby. Wormwood. But have the developers made another game? Is that a peach? Millions of peaches. Peaches for free. Millions of peaches. Peaches and bananas. That's a connotation of the sexual nature. Who smokes a pipe in this house? Mom smokes a pipe? That's pretty cool. I don't know why Mom would smoke a pipe, but that's pretty cool. Cat food! Oh no, that's English. Sort of. Well, I mean, it's... Ost Ickle Frockest. That sounds Norwegian? Frambo! I own that. That looks really cool. This is their first game? Frambo looks really cool. Frambo is a, like, Nordic, it's based on, like, a, what do you call them? Like a fairy tale kind of thing? Yo, we can mess with the blender. So some things are gibberish, some things aren't. That was some gross fish. Oh. Gimme! I made a drawing! I guess we can't do that. You remember really enjoying Frambo? Maybe we should try that out. I'm pretty sure I own it. That's where all the bread goes. We're gonna destroy this house. Mom is gonna think that, like, somebody broke into the house and just completely wreaked havoc. Down opens them. That's weird. Like, who the fuck was in the kitchen? 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 Oh, they're not breaking? What kind of invincible plates do we have in the house? Oh, we can pick everything up, but we can't grab the knife? What is this? Never leaned outright scaring the player, just providing some unsettling atmosphere. I like that. I think that's the most entertaining things. My favorite part of horror movies is everything up until they, like, show the monster or whatever's, like, hunting them down, you know? That's always the biggest letdown, because the imagination is really what, like, goes and runs wild. And when you're allowed to, like, just see glimpses of shadows and stuff like that, and, like, just, like, shapes, it always allows your imagination to fill in the blanks of, like, what it is, and then when you actually see it, it's always a disappointment. I love the idea of the unknown. It's always much scarier when you don't know what's coming after you, what's hunting you down, what's causing the issue. At least for me personally. Like, seeing gruesome things, sure, that's gross and adds to, like, suspension and stuff, severed limbs and all that. Absolutely. Oh, who are you? Why did that make noise when I picked it up? Okay. Oh, okay. But the idea of the unknown is always more scary than actually seeing something. At least I think. And so that definitely, for me, adds to, like, the unsettling feeling of things. Not knowing what's stalking you. Not knowing if it's something that you can deal with. I always feel... Oh, it was a radio. I guess we're going to move the chair over to the door. Open that up. Ah, genius. Oh no, there's something wrong with the septic tank. Something wrong with the septic tank. That's what that gooey sound is. The septic tank is all messed up. Stephen King described 3 different kinds of horror. I think terror is what he used for general fear of the unknown. I don't know that that's a good way of putting it. The idea of just like sheer darkness, right? Not being able to see in front of you. Hearing noises that you don't know how to describe, that you haven't ever heard before. Yeah, that could be terror, for sure. That could totally be terror. I remember the first time I heard a loon. If you don't know what a loon is, it's actually a really beautiful bird. And it makes this, like, extremely eerie call. Like, very eerie. And some of the noises are typical. Some of the noises a loon can make, they don't make you feel right. They're really freaky deaky. Especially, you know, it's like late at night, you know, and you're sitting outside and you're in the middle of the woods and oh, yeah, loons make some really weird noises. Beautiful birds, crazy noise. I think that's like the idea of terror, is like hearing sounds that you just don't fucking know and not being able to see them. Yeah, that's what causes fear. That and then being approached by like a fucking mountain lion or a grizzly bear. That'd make anyone poop their pants. Can I drag a chair over so that we can... No. Come with me. Can we drag the chair from the kitchen over? So we can open that other door? Or am I not allowed to pull it through? No, it doesn't look like we can... Yeah, it won't come through the door. Alright. I just wanted to know if we could get through there. Oh, we can run! I forgot that we can run. I mean, does that look like a baby scribble? Does that look like a baby scribble? I find it really cool that we can use the teddy bear as a... Yeah, when you're a kid, thunderstorms, definitely scary. Gross out, horror, and terror. What's the difference between horror and terror? Gross out, I get. Gross out's like Saw. You know, like over-the-top horror. Or Hostel. Or like the Human Centipede. Something along the lines of that. That would be gross out, I'm sure. But horror and terror kind of like fall into the same category. So I'm curious what like separates the two. Did he give like why he called them what they were? I love Stephen King. Stephen King is one of my favorite writers. I love reading his work. He never makes you feel dumb reading. He explains things in a very layperson way. It's beautiful. I love the way he writes. I don't like everything that he writes, for sure, but I like the way he writes. The horror or the graphic portrayal of the unbelievable. This occurs when the audience is faced with something that strikes up genuine fear, typically caused by the sight of something so implausible or unnatural that their mind struggles to grasp what they're seeing. That sounds like terror, though. That's exactly how I would describe terror. But you said general fear of the unknown, but horror and terror kind of fall. It's like a Venn diagram, right? where they have like something that overlaps one another, so that like little middle area of the Venn diagram, you know, where they come into, that little middle area is where, you know, like horror and terror, I guess, like meet, but they both sound very similar. If I were to describe horror and terror, I probably would describe them in very similar ways. I don't know how else anyone else would feel about that, but they definitely share something for sure. But I agree, there's gross out and then horror. Terror, I don't know. Terror just seems like a similar word, like another word to describe something the same, like, you know, just another adjective that describes something. It's a safe. Do we not open it? Nope. Baby does not open safe. That's fair. Babies should not open safes. Babies don't know lock combinations. I don't think we're climbing up there. Terror. This is where the master of horror shines the most. This is where the induction of fear solely caused by imagination. This is perfectly crafted for literary use. As the images being created lie entirely in the reader's mind. All an author has to do is simply suggest the unknown, and the reader will fill in the blanks with something truly terrifying. Okay. Okay, I see where he's differentiating the things. I see how he's differentiating it. If you had to describe, you think horror is when the thing terror makes you think of is portrayed with an actual sort of form instead of just allowing your mind to do the work. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, I can't. Can we climb? Oh, yeah. There we go. All the way up top. Where the hell are we? Somebody's like walk-in closet. Is this Mom's walk-in closet? So Mom lives on the ground floor and we live upstairs. How does she hear us? Like, what if I'm having a nightmare? Ma'am, what if I'm having a nightmare? I'm gonna chew on some of her shoes real quick. Wait, we're not a dog, we're a human. I'm gonna pee in some of her shoes real quick. Let's see if we can access it by this. Oh, yeah, there we go. Using science. And by science, I mean my brain. Yeah, we're in Mommy's room. I'm assuming it's Mommy's room. And I tip my hat. Imagine that. I tip my hat. Imagine that. Does Mommy make drawings? That easel's really low. Nobody paints down there unless they're sitting. Just like a distinct image of something that would pose a threat to you compared to a vague outline of something. Yeah, I got it. I mean, it allows your imagination to run away with things. It's giving you a vague generality versus outright describing something horrific. Allowing the viewer or reader to put into something. So yeah, I guess what I was describing was terror. I used to think that the gross was like the thing that made things horrible. So I used to seek out like movies and books that described, you know, despicable, horrible things that did awful shit, and I was just like, yeah, man, this is gross and terrible. But after a while, I was just like, it's a different kind of horror. It is a horror, it's just not what I'm looking for. It grosses you out. It doesn't make you feel fear, it just makes you feel uneasy and, you know. not good about yourself. I think the real thing of terror comes from the unknown. It took a while for me to grasp that when it came to stuff. Mama wears glasses? There's nobody here, is there?
She's not here.
Well, I mean, there's only one other person in the house with us, and it's our mom. Why would we be afraid of that? It's also how you feel. There was a group of movies from Japan. I think it was called like the Guinea Pig Project. And there were a ton of movies in that were just kind of like jacked up and screwy. Some of them weren't really well done. Some of them were kind of fucked up and screwed up. Like Tetsuo the Iron Man, and I think it was something like the October Project or something like that. There were a bunch of things. Like I went down like this like fucked up path. There was like the doll head thing, where it was just like a bunch of the doll project. Oh, there was the Serbian film. Like I went through a stage of just watching like the most irreparable gross shit that you could possibly watch. But it didn't invoke terror. It just made me feel like absolutely awful afterwards. Like awful, and I went, you know what? This isn't horror. This isn't horror. That's not what this is. This is just like finding disgusting things and making myself feel like shit. And I was just like, yeah, this isn't what I want. Like something along the line that like toes the line of it is something like Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. That one shows you some horrific things, but it also allows you to play with your mind. Same with like Last House on the Left, which is a tribute to one of my favorite movies, The Virgin Springs by Ingmar Bergman, which is really well done. Oh, we went around in a circle? Wait, what? I thought we went into the closet. I thought that's how we got into the room. You think it's also interesting how stuff that would typically be considered gross out horror can be used in ways that strictly aren't just for horror? Oh, for sure. Mortal Kombat has some utterly crazy, brutal, and gross shit in it, but a lot people get more a laugh out of it, out of the absurdity. Not initially, but eventually it became something like that. Like, Mortal Kombat set out to do something that was outrageous for the time, certainly. For sure. That was it. It's the goddamn Babadook. It's the goddamn Babadook. I think the intention behind Mortal Kombat was Mortal Kombat. I think the intention behind Mortal Kombat was definitely meant to be over the top and obscene. Not necessarily for absurdity, but to definitely... The house is changing, isn't it? I don't recall this. Or did I just not see this before? I guess I didn't see that before. We went under the desk over here. I remember that. I don't remember... I didn't see a door underneath the stairs. Or floating play blocks. I mean, maybe I'm wrong in the way they wanted to handle things, like Midway did stuff with Mortal Kombat. It just seemed like the first one... Yeah, you're right. Sonya Blade's... Well, Sonya Blade's first one I thought was the kiss. Mwah! And then, like, the kiss went to him and just exploded the person. And I think in Mortal Kombat 2, that's where she crushed them with her thighs. I think her first one was just a kiss. Or am I wrong? Oh, oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about you're talking about one of her moves that she has, not the fatality. I was thinking of the fatalities. Yeah, all right, you know what? I'm wrong. Some of the stuff was over the top, like Johnny Cage doing the splits and then punching somebody in the dick. Yeah. That's meant for it. It was definitely done for absurdity's sake. I think as it's gone on, it's gotten a lot more brutal. Like where now you can see like when like I don't know, like Scorpion or someone like that, like they have like not finishing blows, but like when they're doing combos, like they punch somebody in the head, and then the camera focuses in, and you can see like the person's head like flap around, and then you go inside and you see how like the skull just crushes. It's just like, oh yeah, the X-rays, that's it, the X-rays, yeah, that shit. I don't have a problem with it. It's meant to be unjust and over the top. I think that's the idea. That's Mortal Kombat shtick. Definitely games have taken that in a way. Some games have...
Hey! Hello?
Look at
Who's
Mommy's
her?
necklace. Can you see our reflection? It's you and me. It used to belong to your grandma.
I guess she can't hear us. And she seems so distant. Maybe it's more like a memory of her?
What do we have here? So this was stuff in, like, Mom's room, right? Well, there was the globe and the easel. That's just a mix of things from around the house. Okay. So, a necklace? Well, hold on. So we're in the basement, right? And Mom wasn't in her room, so we're looking for her. But, like, this is big enough for us to fit through. But not Mom. I mean, that's really tiny. Look at how we walk. Do the shuffle. Do the shuffle, y'all. Do the shuffle. She has one where she punches a male character in the nads and they just pop. Nice. I don't know that. I haven't played a Mortal Kombat game since Mortal Kombat 3, probably. Well, that's not true. I played some of the PlayStation ones, which would have been like 4 and 5. I've seen stuff. I think I own X, but I never played it. I think I own that. I got that through like a bundle or something like that, and I never fired it up. What's up? I love my grandma. How you doing, dude? How goes your Tuesday? Hope you're doing well. Well, I was really far away to fall. It was a fun slide. We're at the park. Yeah, see, it's a slide. We're not dead.
Are you all right?
We're in Psychonauts.
Whoa. What
Got an
is
A
this
with a
place?
weird... I don't know. But you have a block on your head. I am going to call you Blockhead now. Teddy Bear is thus known as Blockhead. Come on, buddy. Alright, maybe Teddy Bear is a good guy. I feel like Teddy Bear is malevolent. He's the one causing us to have all this. But this is cool so far. I like this. Yeah, I don't remember. You ate a lot of pudding today? That's not a bad problem. Eating pudding is probably a good problem. I did not have pudding. I have had one thing to eat today, and that's it. Alright, that's just
Playhouse.
meaningless.
What's that doing here?
I had a lot of fun dumping stuff into the abyss, though. We're pretty big now. Well, compared to everything else before where we were tiny, this is all like... Mike person size.
Is it locked? I might be able to open it from the inside if you help me up.
Alright, throw Teddy Bear in through window.
Whoa, look at this place.
I don't trust him. There's Gojira. There's Gojira. It's like when you're real young and you just turn your house into whatever crazy kind of environment you want. Oh, yeah. One of my neighbors...
There it is again. It sounds like it's coming from behind this door. There must be a way to open it. It seems like these are connected somehow.
I don't want to go crawling through that tube. You gonna go crawling through the tube?
Maybe it requires some sort of key. Is there anything we can use?
View memories? What is this? So one of my neighbors growing up, I went to elementary school with them. I mean, they neighbors sort of. They lived in they lived in the neighborhood, and they had a relatively nice house. And their dad built them like an indoor like playhouse thing. It wasn't big. It was big enough for like a 5 or 6 year old to play in. It was kind of like the way I described my grandparents' closet. That had like a couple of steps in it, like places that you could climb up. It was like in a nook in the house that he had built it. It was really cool, but it literally was like the front of a house. It was just like a little like play gym place where like little children could play, and it was really freaking cool. Really freaking cool. Hey, what's up, Sam? How you doing, dude? I only went over to their house a couple of times because I did not exactly get along with the little girl super well because I was an asshole little boy, but they had a really freaking cool like playhouse thing. It was awesome. I was super jealous of that. I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. How goes your Tuesday, Sam? I hope you're doing well, man. Alright, I turned that well. Can we pick that up? We've been picking up all these drawings and stuff, but this one we can't. We can put a block in there. Perfect. Perfect. What about this one? Nope. I don't understand why, like, some of the drawings we can pick up and other ones we can't. Like, what makes some of them special and what makes others not special? Alright, well, I guess we gotta turn this. Stressing, not looking good for us right now. Have no idea. Nothing is in right now. I've been trying to avoid it because it's frightening. I'll check in like another hour. When more states start to close out, we'll start looking at stuff. For right now, I don't want to look at any like exit polls or anything like that. They're meaningless right now. Previous owners of the house you're living in built it an additional room just to play for the kids. That's cool. We probably have to hit the button together. Watching Teak stream too. I hope he's doing well tonight. I saw he was playing some Final Fantasy IV.
Maybe we have to press both at the same time. That's it.
That was not the same time. That was
It
not.
seems like the memory you share with her unlocked the door. Maybe if we can find more memories like this, it might bring us to her. It looks like
What
we need 3
memory?
more.
Oh, the amulet or the brooch? I don't know what the hell that was. The necklace? It was a necklace? Is that what it was? Like a pendant. It's more of a pendant. Right, 3 more. Alright. Teak's a fun dude. I hope you have fun watching him. We can owl and dig a hole. But yes, overall, I much prefer, I guess, terror to gross out. I think that's definitely the way that I prefer my horror nowadays. I don't mind some gore in it. I enjoy gore,
Where are we?
but I definitely think the fear of the unknown is much better than anything else. This is a cool game so far. I like what's happening. Is that a tire swing? So when I was a kid, we used to have a tire swing in our backyard. And one day, my dad was out mowing the backyard, and I was swinging on the tire swing, and the branch on the tire swing broke because I was a fat kid. I was not a fat kid. But I mean, it's a fucking tire swing. I mean, you're abusive to tire swings. And so the tire swing was like swinging around. The branch broke, fell right on top of my chest. And I'm sitting there like my dad's mowing the grass, so he can't hear me. And the branch falls right on my chest, knocks all the air out of me. One of those moments. And if you've ever had the air knocked out of you, it is like a frightening thing because like all the oxygen you had is now gone, and now you're like trying to like desperately grasp for air, and it doesn't feel like you can pull air in again. And so I was like sitting there for what seemed like 4 hours, which it was probably like 30 seconds, but I'm just like, and there's like this like 200-pound branch on my chest. And I'm sitting there just like trying to get my dad's attention. Don't get his attention. Don't get his attention. That's terror right there. The fact that I feel like I'm drowning in oxygen. You know, like I can't breathe. My dad's so close by, I can't get his attention. I feel like I'm dying. And oh man, I mean, that's terror right there. That is terror right there. But every time I see a tire swing now, that's exactly what I think of. I think of like that like absolutely horrid moment when I was like maybe like 10 or 11. Just being pinned under a branch, not being able to move. Uh I laid there for probably 5-10 minutes before my dad saw me. I eventually got the air back in me, but I couldn't move the branch. The branch literally pinned me down because it fell on, and I fell into like the tire swing. Like the branch fell into my chest and then pushed me into the tire swing onto the ground. Because like the tire swing was hung not the way that one was. That was more horizontal. Ours was more vertical. And it pinned me inside the tire swing. So the tire swing was like pushed down on my legs, and my back was like in like the hole of the tire swing. So I was like in there, and then the branch was across me. I couldn't get out. I was literally pinned in there. I couldn't get out or move. And eventually my dad saw me. He was like, "Oh shit!" My dad talks like Fat Albert. Oh shit! All right. Little carousel thing. What were these called? Twirly twirly things. Is there a name for these things? Like you had them at the playground, you know, if you stood in the middle and you spun it around real fast, you wouldn't fall down. It's not a Ferris wheel. Tilt-a-whirl. Twirly thing. Twirly, spinny thing. Spin thing. Those things were so fun. And they're probably like extremely dangerous, and I bet you they're not on playgrounds anymore. Those things were awesome. Too many kids probably like busted their ass on those, but those things were so fun to like spin around on.
Whoa.
Especially if you had like an
Over there.
older kid.
It looks like another memory across that bridge.
Those things were so fun. Ooh. So we got like some jungle gym stuff going on here. This is awesome. You had a similar incident with a swing where you fell off a swing during recess and had the wind knocked out of you? Yeah, always getting the wind knocked out of you is... I haven't had that happen. The last time I had it happen, I was playing basketball, and there's this dude, Sam. Sam was this massive guy. Massive guy. He probably weighed... He was close to my height. He was like 6'1", 6'2". I was a little bit taller than him, but he was, you know, he was a tall dude. But the dude was thick. So thick. And he was probably like 265, 270, 280, a roundabout. Yeah, we didn't call it that. We never called it a roundabout. We called it something else. And Sam came down with a rebound and just wham, like flung his elbow right into my chest. Dude knew, like, anytime I tried to challenge Sam on a rebound was a bad decision. I could jump higher than him, and if I could jump up higher and like knock the ball towards me, I'd win. He almost dislocated my elbow once. Like, he actually picked me up when I had my hand under him. Like, he grabbed me and like bent me over forward, and I was just like, I'm gonna break my arm here. But he grabbed the ball and just threw his elbow right into my chest. Right into my chest, and I was just like, alright, you killed me, Sam. You won this one, dude. You fucking won this one, homie. You got it. You got it. I obviously can't take the rebound from you. My bad. That was the last time. It was so bad. Unless you are a 6'2", 275 black Jamaican dude, I don't know. I mean, you might be. You might be. I don't know. But that was Sam. I don't know you, Green Eggs. You might be. He was probably 7 or 8 years older than me, so he's like 89 or something like that. Compared to my 77. You're a whitey? Well, then you probably weren't him. Probably weren't him. Why do they want me to view my memories? Oh, do we use those? Okay. Wait. What? Oh, they'll give us on the seesaw. They'll allow me to... Alright, we need more. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was the last time. The last time. Oh, the election. I know, dude. This is why we're playing right now. This is why we're playing right now. I'm too scared to look at shit. I'm too scared to look at shit. I don't want to. Polls are, so I guess, places in the Midwest, depending on the states. So my... How you doing, Sparter? How you doing? How you doing? No, it's okay. Please, keep us up to date. By all means. Tell me what's happening. I'm okay with it. I looked right before I started streaming, and I was just like, the stress is too much. I have been stressing out so much today, dude. My anxiety level is all the way up here. Like, you have like a 9, you have a 10. It looks bad, not good. Nope. I need to keep up with it. I need to keep up with it. But there are so many polls that aren't in yet. The central and the West Coast. There's a lot. There's a lot that's out there. There's a lot that's out there. Nothing can be called yet. A lot of places weren't able to open their mail-in ballots until today, which is a big thing. And so I don't think we're gonna have like a full view of everything and not... What? What am I gonna do with the saw? Why do things keep screwing with me?
Shh. We should be careful.
Or we should just like continue to stomp around. Everything's fine. We'll hide back here behind the shed where no bad things can happen. Things could change. Yeah, I know. And the West Coast isn't even in yet. 11 o'clock. I think everything should be in, so we should have Central coming in soon, but they still have to count things. And then 11 o'clock is when the West Coast polls will close, or most of them should close. So there's still a lot. There's still a lot. California's a huge one. California's a huge one. Texas is a huge one. Those numbers may not be in for a while. And like I said, with all the mail-in ballots and stuff, a lot of states weren't able and counties weren't able to count them till today, and a lot of them don't have the appropriate machines or infrastructure to go through them quickly. So there'll be a lot that'll still take time to come in. So we can't call anything too soon, but I'm sure that there's a lot out there. It's a good reminder, no matter who wins, we will survive. We'll make up tomorrow just fine. We'll survive for the next year. It's a good way to look at it. It's just a scary way to look at things. I think it's extremely likely results will get delayed, but fuck if it's so stress-inducing. He needs Pennsylvania and Michigan, and he's down hard in both of those states. The last that I saw was that he was doing well in Pennsylvania, like really well in Pennsylvania. So obviously that changed. Like he was Biden was up by quite a bit the last I saw. What are the percentages now? What's in? What's the total in from Pennsylvania? I'm surprised Michigan. Michigan actually surprises me. I figured Michigan would be Michigan would lean Biden. It goes to show you. I mean, there's a lot of voter turnout going on right now. Needs a Ohio. Ohio's important. Michigan's definitely important. Wisconsin's important. Kansas. There's a lot of those like Midwest swing states that could go either way. The prognostication I saw was that Michigan and Pennsylvania were leaning towards Biden. At least on what they had for like the basic numbers, but that was an hour and a half ago, so I'm sure things have changed. Can we move that? Oh, I can climb under there. Okay. You know what? Let's go for it. Screw it. Let's go in there. I'm nervous. There's no need to like hold anything back. I want to know. I was actually contemplating checking in on and seeing where and what things were being called right now. Oh, why would we want to go down? Alright, let's go down there. Screw it. It's the worst that can happen.
We're trapped! We're trapped!
Fall into a hole.
This place creeps me out. I hope your mother is okay.
You know, I don't like the way you're talking, Teddy Bear. It's you are creeping me out. You're creeping me out. Creeping me out. I died. I didn't know you could die. How you doing tonight, Spider? Aside from everything else going on in the world, how you doing tonight, man? Welcome. I hope otherwise your Tuesday's doing alright. Oh, alright, so we were saved with the pickup, so how do we get out of here? said we were locked in. That's weird. It's pretty frustrating living in Florida where at least half the population is old white dudes who retire here and just outweigh everyone else because of cash. Like God, you just want to see some basic compassion. Yeah, Florida is definitely in a strange state, but the South is strange. The South is strange just in general. And I mean, everything that I heard so much about the senior citizens leaning more towards Biden throughout for the past, how long? The past like few weeks now. That's been what like the news has been saying, is that, oh yeah, Trump's losing the seniors in Florida. Trump's losing the seniors in Florida. If Trump doesn't have the seniors in Florida, there's a lot of blue in Florida, depending on where you are. If you're in the Miami-Dade area, Tampa, that's all blue area. I'm sure Tallahassee bleeds red. I'm sure of it. Jacksonville would make sense if it bled red. Ah, here we go. Okay. Oh, it was locked because... Okay, that makes sense. It was barred on the other side. That was cool. That was cool. I like that. That was neat. Yeah, I think Florida is very much split. I definitely was hearing and reading a lot about how Trump was losing the older vote in Florida, but who knows? Who knows? I just... I want somebody to rationally explain to me why they like Donald Trump. What good has he done for the lay person, the everyday person? Like what makes you... I heard a news report tonight that young male black voters felt that Biden didn't understand them. And I was like, all right, that's fair. Biden doesn't understand the young black man. I get that. Donald Trump does? What about Donald Trump speaks to the young black voter? They didn't actually like go into detail about it. I saw that and I was like, okay. I mean, that's fair. Old white man not understanding, young black man. I get that. I get that. I don't feel like old white men represent me either. But what about Donald Trump exudes trust? Like, what makes you think there that like he gets it more than Biden does? I'm just curious. Nothing. I just want somebody to explain that shit to me. All right, so we have to somehow get that tire swing to knock that off. Oh, sweet, cool. We've got really long arms. we've got child monkey arms. I like it.
Oh, this little baby always is tired. Maybe she wants to go to sleep.
I mean, outside of old rich people, I don't know what Donald Trump represents to most people. Or you're racist. I mean, that works. But Donald Trump doesn't like minorities. So again, like I don't get what he represents to people. I'm curious. I mean, that was pretty cool. We went down the slide and that was awesome. I felt it. If you had to guess, it'd probably be the facade of being an average everyday... But he doesn't have a facade of being an average everyday person. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that at all. He doesn't portray that in any way whatsoever. He flaunts himself constantly. That he is not an average person. That he is exceptionally wealthy. That's what he takes pride on. He doesn't even try to pretend to understand what the average everyday person is. I don't think that works here. We don't need to go back over the roundabout. Or do we? We need the seesaw. Was the seesaw on the other side of the roundabout? I thought the seesaw was over here somewhere. Yeah, it was over here. Yeah, but he tells him that? When in reality, he's felt a small silver of the hardship. Sliver, not silver, sliver. Yeah. I don't get it. I honestly, I don't understand how people don't see through. Oh, there's 4 more. Oh, shit. Wait. Come on. There's 1 more. Damn. Alright. Yeah, this is obviously gonna fall down then. Yeah, okay. So we need 1 more. I thought maybe I had it. We did not. I don't understand who buys it. I don't understand who buys it. I want somebody that supports him to, like, coherently and clearly explain to me why they support him. Like, the idea of, like, him telling it like it is not a fucking viable. Well, he tells it like it is. That doesn't work for me. No real inclination of forming their own thinking. I think a lot of people feel disenfranchised, regardless of what gender, race, or sexuality or religion you have. I think we all, in some way right now, kind of feel under and misrepresented. I think we all do. And it's hard finding somebody that fits your idea of ideology and morals. And I guess people are latching on to things right now. It seems like we're kind of like in this like chaotic mess. And people are just like grasping for anything right now. And I don't get it. I don't get Donald Trump. I don't. I've tried. I have tried so hard to understand it, and I just don't understand it. I don't see how someone can sit there and be like, yep, this guy fucking gets it. This guy fucking gets it. I want to know. I want a coherent explanation of why someone thinks that, like, yeah, man, this guy's fucking got it. Alright, so this is another tilt-a-whirl. Oh, it is! Okay, perfect. Oh, man, I feel like an idiot. We should have came here before. We'll call it a tilt-a-whirl. Like when Trump attacked Biden, saying that he would end fracking, which isn't even actually true, as if fracking was good. Sure. Well, fracking provides... I think the idea is Biden is attacking the blue-collar worker. I think that's what they're trying to get at. I don't think Trump is trying to be like, oh, he's ending this bad thing. There's money in fracking. A lot of people are employed through fracking, even though fracking is extremely detrimental to the environment. It's terrible for it. Absolutely terrible. We should end it. We should totally end it. It's awful. Awful. You see the actual, like in Pennsylvania, the repercussions of fracking. They're horrid. It's like literally destroying the environment. It's causing earthquakes where people never had fucking earthquakes. They're not even fucking fault lines there, and people are experiencing earthquakes. It's fucked up. It's not good. And Biden does want to end fracking. He does. He doesn't want to end it immediately. That's the big thing with Biden, is that he wants to shift away from that and move into, you know, like solar and wind power. So obviously he's not going to come out and be like, I want to end fracking. He doesn't want to do it right now, but yes, eventually it's something that is going to be part of the policy that is going to end it, for sure. I am not used to hitting the RB button. I keep hitting the A button. I don't know. I don't know why people look at things and I don't know. Some things seem logical to me that don't necessarily make sense to... We all process things in different ways. We all prioritize different things. I don't know. Some things that just, like, outright make sense to me, other people look at them and go, no. Not for me. And I go, okay. We don't have to agree on everything. Some things we need to agree on because there's just fact behind them. Right? Because there's fact behind them. Like, climate change is happening. We can't deny it. There's just fact behind that. Like, scientists, the majority of scientists, the majority of climatologists are going, yeah, man, this shit's fucked up. It's not something you can disagree on. It's happening. There is climate change happening. Now, the question that you can say whether humans are affecting it or not, that's still kind of up to debate. I don't think it's up to debate, but I think there's enough evidence out there that points that climate change is happening. Whether we're having a heavy hand in affecting it is another thing, but the fact that it's happening and something that we can actually, through models that have been shown for the past few years and experiments done that can show that, like, it will have an effect. You look at what, like, COVID did and the amount of CO2 emissions and how the planet has been reacting to the lesser amount of CO2 emissions has been astounding. Has been absolutely astounding. We have seen a slower, like, rate of melting in the ice caps and stuff like that. The ozone layer has been recovering more rapidly. There have been, like, things that are actually being shown. And the amount of pollution in places like LA and New York and Chicago, you know, it's just, there's a lot of things that have changed. And it's just like, all right, these are things that we can notice, like, firsthand of, like, how these things are changing. And so, like, what? We died once, and it's because I walked off a cliff, Thunder Roger. We died once, and it's because I walked off a cliff. It was a thin platform. I was an idiot. I hope the steak tacos were delicious. It's tightening up. Yeah. I'm sorry I'm going on this diatribe. We are in this evening of, like, this tumultuous stuff, and it's hard not to discuss these things. I know most people are trying to escape that and not talk about it. I know, because that's what video games are, escapism. But when things are just this important, it's hard not to discuss them. I'm sorry.
One more time. Then it's time for bed.
I'm not going to shy away from something like this. I'm not. I'm just not going to do it. The oceans have changed in just the last few decades drastically. Drastically. Alright, so that was our music box. It's Cthulhu. It's branches, but it's also Cthulhu. Yeah, Thunder Raja always makes us hungry. That dude cooks up some delicious, tasty type tangibles.
We must be getting closer.
That dude knows a thing or two about food, I gotta say. Thunder Raja knows all the things about food. What would make... Do you think that you could make a pesto with spinach rather than basil? Would that be okay?
We made it back.
You made fresh guacamole. Guacamole! You gotta love the guacamole! That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I was talking to my mom the other day, and she was just like, "Hey, I want to make pesto with basil," and I was like, "No, this sounds like a terrible idea."
We have to find a way to
Sounds like
safety.
a terrible idea.
Find a way out of this mess.
Don't get me wrong. I love spinach. I absolutely love spinach. Spinach is probably one of my favorite greens. Kale and spinach, they're right up there. They're like tied for like my favorite greens. I will fuck up some spinach. I love the taste of spinach. I don't want spinach in my pesto. Just like, why would you do that? Why would you ruin pesto? You watch a mini doc about how the movie Jaws has an effect on how people think of ocean life. It had a huge effect. Jaws was such a pivotal and amazing movie. Jurassic Park and Jaws, two of my favorite Spielberg movies.
She must be
How'd you get
so
down there?
worried about you. But don't be afraid. You and me will work this all out together.
I like the positivity behind our teddy bear buddy. I just don't know that I trust him. Not the A button, the RB button. Why is it not the A button? Just be the fucking A button to confirm things. I would say pine nuts, right? Pine nuts are like the big ingredient. Oh my god, how do I turn this? There we go. Jaws was amazing. Jaws was fantastic. Jaws definitely made me not want to go in the ocean when I was a
Sounds
kid.
clearer now, don't you think?
No, do you sound clear now? Pine nuts,
Come on, we
Parmesan,
have no
olive
time to
oil.
lose.
Yep. Basil's a big part. I think the pine, you put more pine nuts than you do basil in, but yeah. Sharks are so immensely important, and now the media continues to portray sharks as mindless monsters that eat whatever. They're part of the ocean's ecosystem for sure. They make a big part of it. With the warming of the waters, they're more concerned about like shark migration patterns and how that will affect things. Same with whales. They're all big parts of the oceanic environment. All big parts. It's frightening to see there's more and more deficiency in fisheries. We're starting to overfish. We've been overfishing. One of the big issues is the Asian market and using the, like sharks and stuff like that for like shark fin soup and stuff like that, and like sea turtles and stuff like that for like just bullshit. The Asian market is like fucked up because people are just like, yeah, it'll give you a fucking boner. All right, great. Yep, overfishing is something completely different. That's not something just the Asian markets do. We all, everyone, the U.S. overfishes. Just about everyone overfishes. That's another problem. That's another huge problem. There's a lot of jacked up stuff going on there. It's huge. It's huge. There's a lot of stuff going wrong. In the mini doc, the person brought up an interview with some of the press team for Jaws, how they admittedly had to start up a kind of anti-shark propaganda. Now the big media corporations have just run with it for decades. I mean, sharks are frightening. Hugely frightening. That's why Jaws works. They are the king of the ocean, right? For sure. Like nothing really stands in their way outside of like maybe orca. Orca are about the only things that can actually kill the great white. And I think the big reason why the orca are able to take on sharks like great whites and maybe like great hammerheads is because they travel in packs. Right? I mean, that's one of the big things.
What is this place? I think we should keep quiet.
But we overfish. I mean, it's just people. It's just people. We overfish a lot. Fish are delicious. I like fish. You don't need to eat fish every day. I will fuck up I can't ever tell if we've have our teddy bear light on. Where the hell are we, in like a church or something like that? What is this? But yeah, I mean, how many shark attacks are there per year? There's probably like, per the amount of people that go swimming for a shark attack, there's maybe like 100 shark attacks a year. And a lot of those can be avoided. Like, maybe like 65% of the shark attacks that actually happen are things that can be avoided. And then the other, like, 35% is just like, okay, fuck, yeah, nope, that just fucking happened. You couldn't have avoided that. It was just like a freak fucking accident. Shit happened, you know? A lot of the times, you know, sharks aren't, like, looking to eat people. It's just like those test bites. They still fuck things up on people. Accidentally. They brought up how if you looked at news articles from the 1800s that would be referred to now as shark attacks were called shark accidents. Yeah. They genuinely are accidents. I don't think sharks go out of their way to hunt people, but like
Those
I mean shit.
floaty things, they look like memories. Maybe the next one is behind those roots.
Like bear attacks, right? They respond to fish blood, not so much human blood. It's questionable at best. It's questionable at best. There have been experiments that have been conducted about, like, you know, like a shark can smell a droplet of blood, you know, a mile away, and most sharks can't actually do that. That's just like one of those like weird like old wives' tales. They more respond to what happens in the water. Now, that's not to say that they can't detect blood in the water. If there's blood in the water and their senses like swim through it, because they have most sharks have more nerve endings in their nose than like, I don't know, like I don't know what the exact proportion is. So they can detect things like blood in the water, but like miles away, it's more that they can detect vibrations through the water better than other animals. I think it's a difference between the things. If you're like thrashing around in the water and stuff like that, that's what draws in the attention of things. Chumming the water makes sense in a way, but the shark still has to be within a vicinity of it. They can't be like 10 miles out and be like, oh yeah, fucking oh yeah, there's blood in the water. Check out Mark Roberts' video. I've been watching shit on sharks for years, man. And maybe I'm misinformed. Please always understand that I don't always have the best information. I don't. I am not a marine biologist, so obviously I don't know everything. But I've watched a lot of and read a lot about like stuff. It's not to say that I know things though. It's not to say that I do. I'd love to, dude. Please throw it in Discord. Absolutely. Oh man. Absolutely. Please, by all means, throw it in there. I am excited for that. The ocean is their home. It's extremely rare for sharks to actually end up killing humans. Typically, all sharks do is test bite because humans are fucking weird and they're just trying to figure it out. Yeah, that's exactly it. They don't know what the hell it is. It's something new and they're just like, what the fuck is this? They bite it and then they're just like, oh, yeah, that's not my normal food. And then they move on. Yeah, okay, that's where we came from, so this is where we're going. Okay. Yeah, totally. Totally. That's the majority of shark attacks are just that. It's them just being like, what the hell is this? This isn't normal. We got a puzzle. This is a really complicated puzzle. I don't like it. There's 3 missing pieces. Who knows how they'll even work? I can't do anything with it, though. Okay. So it looks like there's some paths. Oh, I see something there immediately, though. I see you.
Where does this one go? Over here?
Okay. Cool beans. We figured it out. We got a puzzle piece. I don't know where this one's gonna go, though. This is a very complicated puzzle right here. It's really complicated. I don't know that I trust it. This one looks like it goes over here. No? Here? No? Oh, here? Oh, that was so hard. Not to mention falling coconuts, vending machines, and even lighting? Sharks have... That was one of the cool things. I loved reading about sharks as a kid. And I had this like, fact book of, like, sharks as a kid. And it was, like, it listed, like, a bunch of different, like, cool facts about sharks. Like, the different kinds of sharks. It talked about a lot of things. But then it also talked about, like, the weird shit sharks have swallowed. They have found, like, bicycle wheels, license plates, rubber gloves. They found, like, tons of different shit, like glass bottles in sharks' digestive systems. It's just like, yeah, they eat fucking anything. They found turtle shells, which makes kind of sense. Like eating sea turtles and stuff like that makes sense. But like the strange, like that's not food objects, you know? Sharks just jam things in their mouth and they're just like, oh, well, that was an accident. Like, those all injure and kill more people than sharks every... Oh, falling coconuts. Oh, vending machines because people rock them. Yeah. Sharks aren't dangerous, but they are being overfished. They are being overfished, which is a shame because they're a vital part to the ecosystem that is the deep sea. A very vital part. Not to mention coral reefs and stuff like that. We could talk about that too. That's a huge thing as well. The diminishing coral reefs is huge. Like the Great Barrier Reef, that's not good. It's a large part of the ecosystem that's like being destroyed because of sun bleaching. Which is a frightening thing to think because a lot of species live in that. And a lot of shark species live off of that as well. I believe a lot of blue sharks and stuff like that hunt on the Great Barrier Reef. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on there. Corals are just like drying out. I mean, it's all bad. It's all bad. It's all bad. It's scary. It's scary. Our lifetime, we're gonna be fine. It's the people that are after us that are gonna like see these like terrible repercussions of like how we've handled our planet that we should be taking care of. And I'm not even one of those like hipster people that are just like, oh yeah, the planet, we gotta do everything, live off the land, be a fucking vegan. I'm not that person. I mean, if that's who you are, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just concerned. What? The fuck? Oh, mushrooms! Eat them! Kid, eat that mushroom. You're gonna love it. Alice in Wonderland style. We gonna get high tonight, psilocybin! Also just stuff that shouldn't be there in the first place. Yep. Yeah. I mean, accidents happen. But you're right. There's also, what, like an island the size of Texas full of plastic out in the Pacific Ocean? That's a frightening thing to think. That's a frightening thing to think. Like, that is just gross. Like, the size of fucking Texas? Texas is huge! How did that happen? How did that happen? Oh my god, we're terrible. Pacific Garbage Patch is some kind of trivia fact or whatever, but I don't think that really shows just how depressing that is a pass of garbage that's so big. Yeah, it's huge. It's fucking huge. It's fucking huge. Yeah, that's exactly what I just brought up. Oh yeah, it's gross. It's gross and terrible. So terrible. We need to take some precautions about how we like start moving forward in the future as a planet, not just as like cities and states and countries, but as humanity. As humanity, we're definitely affecting our planet more than we think that we are. At first, it's just like, yeah, we're not doing that much, but as we get larger and we get more populous, and the more demand for things, it definitely wreaks. It definitely wreaks havoc on the environment. There's no question about it. It's something we just need to take into consideration as we continue to get bigger and expand more and all that. As a society, as humanity is concerned, we just need to take more stuff into consideration. Dude, are we gonna meet Cthulhu? This feels very Cthulhu-like, and I don't like it. I love it. I like it, and I don't like it. Well, come on now. Why is there water coming down from the chimney? Looks like a hole we can fall into. Can I push that over? No? Pull it in. What am I gonna do with that? Is there anything here? I can't... Dude, where's... I like how the teddy bear is like a lighting system. I just don't like how he works. He does not provide a lot of light. Alright, I guess we're going down. Oh. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That was W-R-O-N-G. Yeah, that was the big F. That was the big F. That was not where we were supposed to. It seemed like that may have been it. Like there was a hole there. I thought maybe we would crawl down and around. Babies can't swim. You got to remember, babies can't swim. 2-year-olds don't know how to swim. It makes sense. When you think about it, it actually makes sense. 2-year-olds don't know how to swim. Alright, this one has got something going on that I'm not quite sure how we're going to deal with here. I guess we can just wander down. Children do not float on lily pads either. Game's a liar. A lot of environmental issues can be traced to specific contributors, whether it's individual scale or a geopolitical scale. Just about everyone on the planet has some kind of part of mystery. Oh, we all do. And not just the ocean, just the environment in general. We've all contributed in some small way. It's just how big of a footprint have us as individuals left over the years. That's the thing. Like how big of a carbon footprint have we left? I mean, just how much trash do you throw out? I heard, now this was like 10 years ago, but the last time I read, the average person throws out 10 pounds of trash a day. I don't know who I don't know that I have ever created 10 pounds of trash on a daily basis consistently. Yeah, sometimes there's probably 10 pounds of trash. Where's the 10 pounds of trash coming from? Like what am I doing that creates 10 pounds of trash? I want to know where that is. All right, this. What do we do? This something has to. Haha! Right? There we go. Okay. There we go. It didn't seem like we were doing anything. That's nuts, though. The Anthropocene is some scary shit. I don't actually know that word. What is that word, Sabrina? I don't think I've ever heard that word in my... Well, I still fell in! I know anthropology. I don't think I've ever heard that term before. Enlighten me. I need to enter that word into my lexicon. So I still need to knock that in. Oh, it stays in. Okay. I can't jump those, so... Maybe I can fall onto the lily pad. Maybe that's what we do. We knock that out of the way, so now we can fall onto the lily pad. Oh, those are rocks, not lily pads. Oh damn! I thought they were something else. Okay. Yeah, that had to be what it was. We knocked the box out of the way so we can fall down. Anthropocene is what mostly by geologists use to describe what's going on now in such a drastic change for the Earth that you'll be able to see it in the fossil record. That's nuts. It's a scary. That's a scary thing to think. Nice. Alright, we made it. So it's going to be that big of an effect that it will actually be... It's nuts. Interesting. Fascinating. Scary. Nuts. I did not say put the teddy bear away, but alright. Really? How many grates like that are on hinges? That grate is unhinged. Kind of hard to put into perspective for the average person who doesn't know much about geological timescales, but that's so immense. That is huge. Well, I mean, it's like another age. There have been a bunch of different ages that we have labeled. There have been a bunch of different ages, and if somebody's looking back in time and saying like, "Hey, it's demarkable," that's pretty impressive. And by demarkable, I mean noticeable. That's crazy. Like we see a lot of those. We see a lot of those times and ages is because of like how the environment was, like the ice age, or when, you know, a meteorite struck the planet. We can see like an epoch or something like that. An epoch. Sorry, not epoch. Epoch. What the hell is this sound? Alright, so we went that way, so we're going back. We gotta head the other way, I think. We gotta put the puzzle piece in place, and I think then there's another spot that we can head to. I think that's what it's called, right? That's nuts, though, that it's that significant. Right, okay. I don't know why we fell there. I thought something was gonna happen. Maybe we can only run for so long before we fall down.
This place feels. Let's not dwell here for too long.
This place feels. I've got all the feels. Every time the Ava. Says a lot when the effect of humans in modern times on Earth is drastic enough to be comparable as a supervolcanic eruption of a giant asteroid impact. Or a. So as far as the universe is concerned, like I've seen a lot of like comparisons to like human time. So the universe has been around for a calendar year, right? That's the way that I've heard it. And our existence as human beings is the December 31st and the last like 15 minutes or like half hour or hour of December 31st. And the rest is all of the rest of the universe. Like it's like just like this minuscule small part of the rest of the universe. Like that's we're just like our time here in regard to how long the universe. It may have not even been that long. It may be like the last like 2 minutes or minute of the universe or of the year. You know, it's like something extremely minuscule and small that our impact has had on the universe, and we've done a lot in the small amount of time, which is an accomplishment and also not something maybe we should necessarily brag about. There's a lot of things that we can say that as humanity that we've accomplished. There's a lot that we can also say that we have maybe not to be so proud of. Maybe should not be so proud of. This is so dark. There's a lot that we've accomplished in the small amount of time that as human beings we've existed. I mean, look at the past, like, can't say 100 years anymore, but look at the past like 150 years and like how far we've come. Shit, man, you can look back and just go like the last 50 years. You could take like 1970 till now. If you told somebody in 1970 that you'd be walking around with a small computer in your pocket that could display television, people would fucking laugh at you and think you're fucking crazy. That's a huge technological leap. And that's just a small example of the things that we've done. We've accomplished so many things on such a grander scale. We've eliminated diseases that people never thought that would have been able to be taken care of. Like, we've done a lot. We've also done a lot of stupid things, too. Also done a fuck ton of stupid things. Are we back in the house? We're in a house. Where are we? Turtle? Person? Box? What? Wicker Man? Is this the Wicker Man? I don't like the Wicker Man. You haven't been actually talking about the game for a while. You like to say you love this. I haven't been talking about the game for a while either, but I like this too. What's up, T? Looks like we're in the middle of one of those stupid things right now. No, we're having fun right now. And by fun right now, we're talking about like crazy things. And but no, the game right now is actually really fun. This is a cool game so far. Have you ever played Among the Sleep There, Teak, before? It's really cool. We're like a 2-year-old. And we've got a talking teddy bear that we're using for comfort. It's cool so far. I mean, it's a horror game, but through the perspective of a 2-year-old, which is neat. It's reminding me a lot of like how Rule of Rose like handled storytelling. It's not at all like Rule of Rose, but like through a like unique perspective of something that, you know, is not completely adult oriented, which I think is really cool. Free shoes. Either way, how you doing, dude? How'd your stream go tonight, man? How'd you enjoy Final Fantasy IV? Were you doing a randomizer tonight? Yeah, I think we're good with the bed, babe. It's been fun so far. I genuinely like the idea of different perspectives in games. It's a cool take on stuff. Alright, so that's not... uh-oh. Can I climb back up? Oh, I can move it. Oh, thank God. I thought we were stuck. Now we can climb on the bed. No? No. Okay. Just what I thought. Exactly what I thought. No climbing on the bed. I can't see over there. Let's just go over here then. Walk towards the door? I'm holding forward and we're walking backwards. Alright, good to know. Dude, he does not walk in the direction I think he's going to when we're doing stuff. Made progress, but had to stop. You gotta watch for local results, and frankly, not in a good headspace, dude. I feel you, man. I feel you. I've not been feeling great. It's why I started streaming. I thought about like not streaming tonight, and then I went, you know what? No, we gotta need some escapism. I don't mind talking about it. I don't mind talking about it, but I need some escapism. I need some escapism. My anxiety level, said it before, it's all the way up here. I am too fucking scared to like face whatever shit we have going on, so I need some of that. Probably able to finish this in one stream. Only about 3 hours. We've been doing this for, oh God, what is that? I mean, I've been going about 2 hours now. I don't think we're done yet. I don't think we're done yet. You set it up. I wanted to do that too, and I didn't know if that was okay. I saw on the front page that they had some people doing analyses, and I was like, maybe we could set something like that up on the stream, and then I went, you know what? I don't want to remind people of it. I don't want to do it. I don't mind if people come in and say, like, you know, Trump's winning this state, Biden's winning this state. I don't mind if people are saying that, keeping us up to date. I don't mind it. I kind of want to, like, check in myself. But I guess the West Coast polls are closing now, huh? California should be like closing up. Oregon, Washington, all those states should be closing polls now. Yeah, I thought about it. I want to keep up with it. I also don't want to, if that makes any sense. We keep seeing these, like, little hieroglyphics. Who's who? There's Mommy and Daddy? Is Mommy the furry one and Daddy not the furry one? There's a baby there. There's, like, a goober here. Everything happening now is also not counting mail-in absentee stuff. No, a lot of it is. Maryland reported already. Maryland reported early. And I got my on my email. They said that my ballot had been counted. So a lot of states that have the ability to quickly log and check the electronic ballots or mail-in ballots, they've been reporting in sooner. Philly isn't going to be counted until tomorrow. So, well, yep. I mean, it's like I said yesterday when we were talking about this, that we're gonna get a base idea today of like where a lot of things lie, but we're not gonna get the full results for another couple of days. But we'll have an idea. We'll definitely have an idea. I think all of us wanted it to be over tonight. Whatever side you stood on, I think all of us wanted it to be over tonight. I definitely did, but yeah, we're not. A lot of those, yeah, a lot of stuff hasn't been. And one of the big things is a lot of states weren't able to even crack open the ballots until this evening. Which makes, you know, every county really hard to, like, weigh in. It's just going to be a couple of days before we get the full picture of things, which sucks. Which definitely sucks. Oh my god, the controls don't make sense. Oh. So if I just, like, twirl around. Alright, that's okay. That did not initially make sense, but now we're good. Oh! That was actually really easy. This one was way simpler than the last one. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna have a couple of days of stress. Regardless of what side you lie in the political spectrum, we're gonna have a few days of stress. I'm more upset that, like, how many presidents have barricaded themselves in the White House? Is there, like, a tally of that? I don't... Oh. Alright, so we need a key to get out. We need a triangle. How many presidents have barricaded themselves? Because I don't recall ever reading something like, you know, like Abraham Lincoln barricaded himself in the White House because, you know, fucking the Georgian Confederate Army was making moves in there, and I don't recall hearing anything like that. Right. And I also found it funny that they called it an unscalable wall, where if you had a fucking ladder, you could easily climb up and over it. I don't know what unscalable means to most people, but that did not look like an unscalable. It did not look unscalable to me. It looked very scalable. 100% scalable. How am I... It looks like I need to... Oh, can I move the... Can we move this chair? I mean, that says something. That genuinely says something, that you feel the need to barricade yourself? Dude, what? Why do you need to barricade yourself in? Like, how bad can things possibly be that you feel that you're that under threat of what? What makes you feel that you're that insecure about something? Like, what? What? I feel like we need to go over there. I just don't know. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree here. I don't know. A lot of things about this presidency have confused me, and I'm not quite sure how to interpret things without, like, making an outright obvious judgment. Like, I like to think that things are a little bit more complicated than they are, but maybe some things aren't. Maybe some things should be taken at face value. Mentioned Lincoln before as a throwaway kind of example, but fun fact. Actually, Lincoln was notoriously lax with his security. I'm not surprised with that. I'm genuinely not surprised with that. I mean, if that's actually true, I'm not. Oh, do we have anything in our inventory? No, we just have the puzzle piece. So... Right. There's that, but you can also climb over that, kid. Maybe we need to use the well again? It doesn't look like I can climb up on that tree. Let's try using the well again. I don't see what else we can do. Maybe there was something in it that I didn't see. I don't know. I'll try that again. That checks out? Yeah, it totally checks out. Sometimes he would even just disappear and go on walks by himself, terrifying the fuck out of his security guards. You know what? But, I mean, to me, that says something about, like, the president. Like, dude, I fucking got this. I'm going through the Rose Garden right now, dude. We're good. We're good. We're good. I mean, what was it? Fucking Teddy Roosevelt? A Republican I respect and admire? That dude got shot in the fucking chest and then continued to make a speech? I mean, talk about carry a big stick, man. Talk about carry a fucking big stick. That dude walked hard. That dude walked hard like nobody's business. FDR? Shit, man. The Republican Party used to be fucking respectful. Alright, so there's totally something in this, isn't there? Oh, I'm just an idiot. There were two things in there. I saw that in there before and I was just like, that's probably just some, like, garbage. I'm an idiot. I am a buffoon and an idiot. As I do. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, well I'm going in there and not dealing with whatever the fuck that was. Demons! I don't remember how to get back. We're just gonna follow the logs. I also heard that Lincoln had a really high-pitched voice. Like, it was, like, not, like, for him being, like, 6'8", it was supposed to be really high. Which I thought was, like, kind of funny. Like, not at all how, Daniel Day-Lewis represented him in the movie Lincoln. You don't expect that. That was the information I had gleaned. It may be wrong, but that's what I had read. You refuse to believe that? I mean, there's multiple accounts of him having, like, a higher pitched voice. I tend to doubt that someone would write that. I mean, maybe someone would write that as propaganda to, like, defame somebody, but maybe. When Lincoln was first taken to a local doctor who was across the street from the theater he was shot in, he was too tall for the bed he was placed in. Yep, so his feet hung... I remember that. We were... Since I lived in D.C., we went through Ford's Theater. And we were actually brought to the bed that he died in. And we actually saw his, like, actual death mask. Like, the house that he was, like, that he had passed away in is, like, a historical site that you can actually walk into. And supposedly, like, it's the same bed. It's cool. It's really cool. I was in, like, I don't know, like, 5th or 6th grade when we did that. I have not done that as an adult. But I recall that being really cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is definitely an attraction in DC. Oh, where the hell do I go now? Over here? I mean, it's fucking Lincoln, first of all. I don't know that you would consider it a museum. What is this thing? I mean, it was just a house. I think this has something to do. Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb here without knowing anything, but knowing humanity and where this game could possibly be going. I'm going to say that this like evil entity is possibly this kid's dad. You know, mom and dad clearly aren't together. I'm gonna say that this is kind of like this like nightmarish thing of this kid like processing the fact that like he's in a broken family, and like the present came and you heard the mom like talking to somebody outside. That, I mean, I would assume that that's dad. Dad gave us the teddy bear. While unconscious, of course, Lincoln didn't die instantly. No, he did not die instantly from his wound. Not womb. Wound. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Alive for several hours afterwards. Okay. We're gonna hide in the barrel. I'm gonna hide in the barrel! Like the wily fish. Where the fuck is he? Run, child, run! Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Whatever the fuck that thing is, can we not continue to experience it? Because it may or may not be actually frightening to me. And by may or may not, it is! It is! 100%. It's frightening. I don't like it. Can we hide under the piano? Perfect. How the hell do I get out of here? Oh, there's another fence over there. Sweet Christmas. Nope, 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 nope. Like, we're seeing all these, like, little, like, stick figure drawings. Look at the crazy hair. There's a rock. We're getting our head bashed in. Oh, we're Piggy. We're Piggy from Lord of the Flies. That's it. Like, all little children are fat, so it makes sense. Why? You. Perfect. Figured out how to open doors. Dude, we're a genius 2-year-old. First of all, we're like the smartest 2-year-old ever. And I like that. We're also the trippiest 2-year-old ever, but that's okay. It makes sense. 2-year-olds like to... I'm just hitting random buttons, apparently. Oh, Jesus! Fucking go, kid! What the fuck? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't know if it's still coming. Stop looking over there. Just fucking go. Piggy got he got a rock on his head. That's all I remember. He didn't have the conch shell. Then he got a fucking rock on his head. A big ass rock on his head. So, regardless of whether he was smart or not, he's dead. So, didn't go well for him. It did not go well for him. It's just like Napoleon and Snowflake in Animal Farm. Why are there multiple ways? Uh-oh. You know, he was killed. One of the kids. I don't remember which the name of the kid. If somebody else wants to, like, fill that detail in, but one of the kids pushed the rock off. One of the kids pushed the rock off and killed him. It wasn't that it just fell off. One of the kids pushed it off and murdered him. That's kind of what makes Lord of the Flies. That's like the big, you know, culmination of the story right there at the end of Lord of the Flies, is that, you know, like, the kids resorted to murder because they were, you know, like, separate factions. And since they didn't agree... Oh... I'm a child! What the fuck am I supposed to do? That was like a demon mommy! Oh god! Oh god! Okay, so that happened. I'm gonna go pee, because that may or may not have loosened my bowels. That may or may not have loosened the things inside of me. Something happened. Something happened and it was uncomfortable. Give me a couple of seconds, we'll be right back. I'll continue on. It'll be quick. My bladder's not full. It's full-ish. I'll be right back. Well, it looks like Touch Portal isn't working right, so that's good. That's good. That's good. I'm going to do something stupid and crazy, and I'm going to go to the internet. We're gonna go over to the Washington Post. I'm going to look up some numbers and see where everything's going right now. So it looks like they have Biden at 188 and Trump at 114. It appears that they have... Oh my god, look at all that red, man. North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, Utah, Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, West Virginia, and South Carolina are all looking like they're leaning towards Trump, but Washington, Oregon, California, Colorado, New Mexico, Illinois, New York, Vermont, New Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, those are all, and DC are all leaning towards Biden. Man, I mean, California is not a big surprise. And then there's a bunch of states that just aren't like really full yet. Donald Trump is leading in Texas. Biden is leading in Arizona. That's weird. Nothing much from Nevada yet. Idaho looks like it's leading Trump. Montana is barely leading Biden right now. Minnesota looks like it's leading Biden. Iowa's leading Trump. Wisconsin is leading Trump. Michigan 10 points for Trump. Holy crap. I mean, it's not far off. It's about 300,000 votes, but that's a big number. Ohio's heavily leading Trump. So was Pennsylvania. Wow. Virginia's a big surprise. Virginia's a big surprise. Virginia's about 2%. And usually the northeastern part of Virginia carries. That's kind of surprising. That's a really close one. It's about 60,000 votes so far. North Carolina is about 100,000 votes, but that's only 2%. But that's definitely leading Trump. Georgia's about 10%. That's about 300,000. Florida's about 400,000 towards Trump. And Texas is 600,000. Texas is leaning heavily towards Trump. Man, that's a lot of fucking red. Yeah, I haven't seen what they have for it's not showing. Oh, 57%. Oh, there we go. I see. 71% in Iowa, 55%. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's still in. Yeah, Texas is at 86% though. Florida's at 94. Georgia's at 70. North Carolina's at 95. Virginia's at 64. Virginia could definitely move in either direction. Pennsylvania's only at 50, but that's a huge swing. 400,000 votes is a lot. Ohio's at 88. Michigan 46. I mean, 300,000 votes is a big number. 57 for Wisconsin. That's less than 100,000. That's about 80,000. But that could move in either direction. Iowa's really close. Iowa's at 71%, but they're about 40,000 off. Yeah, I mean, this is all really close. Maine is leading towards Biden, but they're only 37%. And New Hampshire's leading Biden as well, but that's only at 45. Those are all really... Oh, they just called New Hampshire. Wow, that's weird. So Biden's at 192 and Trump's at 114. But I mean, there's so many states leading red right now. And then Alaska and Hawaii, they don't have anything from them yet, but that makes sense. All right, let's go back to video games. Huh? Let's do video games again. We got an update. I had high hopes for North Carolina too. I had high hopes for them as well. I am genuinely shocked at the numbers right now. I'm actually shocked at the numbers right now. Like, things are leaning slightly towards Biden right now, but the states that are still out, there's a lot of fucking red there. I mean, it seems to me shocking. I was not expecting that. What the fuck? Baby, run! It was all dead ends. I had nowhere to go. Both of them were dead ends. I didn't know what to do. Goes to show you, man. People showed up to vote. People fucking showed up to vote. Oh, I can climb under the shelves? Oh, that would have made a difference. Uh-oh. Where do I go? Here? Here. Go, baby. You can do it. You can do it. Can it get me under here? It didn't see me. And it turned into water. Okay. So, I don't know what the fuck that thing is. It's a demon, though. It's evil, Mom? Mom's evil? We're moving really fast now. Huh! 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 The batteries in my controller died. It's like, why am I not moving? The batteries died. That's the least bueno thing that could have happened. What the fuck? That was not good. That was not good. That was all the bad. Wait, what? Oh, okay. You need to charge up. I need to put like I've got this really neato bandito energizer case here that can charge up like 8 batteries at a time. It's nice. But I gotta find a place to like store the batteries once they're charged up because I never remember like what's charged up and what isn't. Haha! We're good to go. I was like, why am I not moving? That was the bad. But now we're moving. I wish somehow there was like a monster bed thing. Like all these like little drawings have like some sort of significance, I would say. What if that's just Mom? What if that's just Mom? Okay. Don't go out yet. Came stomping through here. But it's gone now. I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. Aha! Aha! Ooh, that was scary.
Oh, come on. I'm thirsty, said the rabbit. The rabbit cried and cried. She cried so much that her tears filled the bottom of the well.
There was this storybook that I had when I was a kid, and it was called Are You My Mother? And it was about this little bunny rabbit that somehow got separated from its mom. And the little bunny rabbit like hopped along and like talked to all these different animals, and he would run up to like the bird or the crocodile or the turtle or the kangaroo and just be like, "Hey, are you my mother?" And each animal would tell him, "No, I'm not your mother." So and then the animal would be like, "Hey, but there's another animal over here." So like the little bunny rabbit would go like searching for its mom, and it was all done in black and white. And so as a kid, I was just like, "Oh man, I don't like the black and white." So I just colored in all the animals when I was a kid. So I was just like, I took my crayons and I was just like, you know what? This book needs some color, so I colored it in. So I have a unique version of Are You My Mother? I love that story as a kid. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I love that.
Ah, we're back.
A Dinosaur's Tale. I don't know that I trust Teddy. He has dead eyes.
What was that? That thing? She seemed so sad and desperate. Hey, it's going to be so nice when we're through with all this, and we can play together all the time.
I have some thoughts. I'm not sure if the thoughts are right, but I have some thoughts.
Good. Another one down.
So we've got a music box. Our mom's, like,
Listen,
pendant on her necklace.
getting very close to her. I can feel it.
A story time
Oh,
book.
she must be so worried about you.
I think we may or may not be dealing with, like, adult insecurities. I'm not entirely sure. I think that's where we're going. I'm not sure. Like, how kids deal with... And obviously this is how kids cope with... I don't know. No, I don't know. I like how it loads, though. Some crazy shit, man. Some crazy shit, man! Where are we now? So before we were at a playground. That's something that a lot of children like go to and hang out in. We were also in some like story time place. That's why we got the book. The first one I'm not entirely sure about, like the necklace. That one's just like something our mother had. I don't know what the significance of that would do for... I'm trying to put the metaphors in line. I'm not entirely sure I'm doing a good job of it right now. Maybe we need like another piece, like maybe one more piece for my brain to like put 1 and 2 together. Well, I guess we go down. There's a lot to do about the insignificance of being small here. I think this is making us feel like even smaller than what we actually are. I could be wrong. That's the way that felt right there. There we go. Maybe not, though. Something's pounding. All around the mulberry bush, the monkey chases the weasel. Okay. That's really weird momentum. Really weird momentum. Is that where we're going? Is that where I'm going? That doesn't seem like that's where I'm going. Let's go this way. Yeah. I think we're supposed to notice these. The spot many children visit. Oh yeah, this is very normal. There's a kitchen. There's a hot mitt, a tennis ball, an oven mitt, a hot mitt. Why would I call it a hot mitt? An oven mitt. We're definitely seeing a lot of this though, like the paintings and stuff. It looked like Mom was a painter. Grandfather clock, some rugs. Well, at least there's no corpses and severed limbs. There's just... Oh. Bad lullaby? Right, the Amazon warehouse. Right, that makes so much sense. It's such a happy place where you can take breaks all day long and not pee yourself. Perfect. Let's keep going towards it. What's the worst that can happen? We find happiness, we find sadness. A lot of painting supplies again. Okay. They're definitely driving the point home that our mom was... Oh, we knocked the easel over. Alright. Our mom was an artist. I think that's kind of what this has to do with... Could this have to do with, like, some sort of, like, negligence? Like, Mom pays more attention to her art than baby. She seemed very loving when we experienced her. Mom seemed very, very, like, into us. Happy with us, right? I don't think negligence is what we're looking for, at least on Mom's side. This definitely has a lot of art supplies stuff. Because, I mean, we went into a painting prior in, like, the last chapter. And there's paintings all around. I think that... I have no idea what the fuck just happened there! What the hell happened? Like, I was right in front of the painting, and then I turned left, and then we just fell down a ravine. It looked like everything just despawned in the environment. Like, the entire environment just despawned. That was really strange. I'm not crazy, right? That was really strange that it did that, right? That didn't seem right. I don't think that was supposed to happen. I think, like, we did something, like, when I kicked that little, like, I don't know, like, filing thing there. I think that did something to the environment. It just, like, despawned what we were on, like, the environment. I don't think that should have happened. Like, I moved this thing, and then the entire floor just disappeared on us, and I don't think that that's what was supposed to... think I did it again. I think I did it again. We did it again. We totally did it again. Alright, so this is some, like, sort of glitch thing. Yeah, we fucked up. We're out of bounds. We're fucking out of bounds. Oh, man. Alright, let's reload the checkpoint. Yeah, let's reload the checkpoint. Yeah, so, well, I found a way to break the game. You just move that thing and then you get out of bounds. So if we want to find some way to like cheat shit and break the environment, there you go. Right there, you just move that little paper filing thing and you get out of bounds. Okay. I want to make sure that like I grabbed the drawing in here. We did. Okay. Yep. Yeah. It's just it's a way to break the game somehow. It really is weird. It's a really simple way to do it. I mean, I'm not going to do it again. I did it twice. I did it once, and I thought it was a coincidence. Twice, no, we can confirm that that's what breaks things. You won't do that. We should inform the speedrunners. All the speedrunners. It's a pretty obvious thing that you probably can break. But they need to know. I can't be the first person that's done that. So most everything has like gibberish written on it. I'm really intrigued why the food in the refrigerator had like actual, well, romantic letters on them. Romanized letters, not romantic, but romanized letters. Smells lovely. I want to live in this closet. All right, so we're going back to our room. This reminds me a lot of when we were here at the beginning of the game. And that was what was in our closet. Maybe we're not, but that's what that reminds me of. It's a pretty far drop. Jump! Cool. We can throw something? Shut up. I didn't throw it. Wait, what did it say? How did it say to throw it? Wait, what did it say? Oh, the LB button. Okay. 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 Baseball. All right, baseball. We're Lou Gehrig. Obviously, someone doesn't like us breaking things. This is really cool. Hello? Okay. It looks like we're, like, in the wall right now. We're not in the house. We're, like, in between the walls. Alright, so that's where a memory is. The last one, so we need to get a star. I really do like finding all these drawings and stuff. They have some sort of... They definitely have some sort of significance on like how things are going. Yeah, sure. Is this the same? Look at that. There's sheep. Like, you count sheep to go to sleep? That one was crying? I don't think I heard crying there. If there was crying, I didn't notice it. That was probably not smart. It's still, yeah, it's still moving. Filing cabinet. No? Grabby. Grab it. Haha. Haha. Nope, that is not all the haha. Okay. It went through. Okay, so that's all that we had to do here was that. Cool. I don't know what I was supposed to be afraid of there. I didn't see it. I missed it. Tall person was crying. This one? Or they're like poking their eyeballs out. It looks like they're poking their eyeballs out. No, it's Event Horizon. You know, just jamming thumbs in and then just popping them out. No, I know how to interpret things. I got this. I got this. Clearly I got this. I guess they were crying. It definitely looked like it. Oh, this was part of the painting. This is what we saw in the painting. Just hugging teddy bear. I'm just hugging my teddy bear. Gotta get my hands on those Teddy Grahams. I hate that. Oh, God, I hate that. That is so disorienting. When audio does that, like, deep, and it vibrates in between, like, the left and right in stereo. Dude, that messes with my inner ears so much. Oh. Yep. You can stop it. Oh, it's so bad. That's the crib! So at the beginning of the game, our crib was knocked over, right? And we were dumped out of it. And it was like really far from the wall. Look at that. That's like us being dumped from the crib right there, right? Y'all fudge me in the fudgy nuggets. All right, I'm not gonna make any assumptions here, but do you think that there's like any sort of like postpartum depression going on in this? Like, could that also be a thing? I don't. 2 years is a long while to deal with postpartum, but that doesn't mean that that can't like last that long. Like maybe mom is like not who we think she is. Door? Great. Okay, standing on that's probably not a good idea. Okay. Okay. Your brain is too small to actually know what it is. Well, clearly we don't know exactly the full story. I'm going through the motions in my head trying to think of things. Like the thing that's stalking around is dressed like mom, so it makes me think that it's like mom is the enemy. We found a lot of alcohol. Maybe mom is dealing with some things, you know? Maybe it's not the fact that we're dealing with dad. We're presented with the fact that mom is this loving caregiver, but maybe she has a dark side to her. You know, I'm going on what I've seen so far in the game. I don't know. These are just assumptions. I could be very wrong. I'm going on what I have seen so far. I am sure we're going to get some explanation of what's happening, but we're like in this dark thing. This is a Binding of Isaac prequel? Maybe. I don't know anything about Binding of Isaac. I know mom is like evil. I know mom is like the evil one in that one. I've seen a little. I've watched one streamer play Binding of Isaac, and it was interesting. I enjoyed it. It's not a game that I'm ever going to play, but it was interesting. But maybe, dude. Maybe. We could be having some, like, mommy trauma here, for sure. As long as they don't, like, drop me into a box, we're alright. No. Okay, well, oh, there we go. What can we, there we go. We can pick up the pot. We can throw the pot up there. Nope, we can't throw the pot. We need some fruit. Some Rooty Tooty fresh and fruity. Cool. No, kid. There we go. Alright. So something happened. We didn't see it because we were too busy attempting to pick up something on the ground. It got super dark. I can't go in there. That won't move in any direction. One smart baby? You shut up. Alright, so we gotta make our way back towards that, star. I don't remember how we got over there, to be perfectly honest, so... Found some buckets. Put it in your fucking bucket. It's gotta stop doing that, man. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The Ace of Spades! The Ace of Spades! cool now, right? I know some rock and or roll. Alright, so daddy-like character, mommy-like character, right? Daddy crying, mommy curled up in a ball, not a good sign. That looks like abuse to me, right? Mommy taking her abuse out on baby. Huh? Huh? Yeah? Daddy taking abuse on mommy, mommy abusing baby. Mommy's sad about doing thing, locking baby away because she feels guilty about how she's taking her frustrations and anger out on her child. Yeah? Yeah, this seems like a story about abuse, which is... I don't like that. And this is it, like, the kid keeps like breaking things like over and over again, like at the beginning of the game, remember? Like the first thing that happens in the game, we're sipping with, first of all, why would you give your child a glass to drink out of? A glass made of glass, but a juice glass made of glass. And she was just like, hey honey, be careful, you don't want to break it. It was the first thing that she said to us. And now we're like knocking things over and stuff like that. And when we knock things over, there are these like vibrations of somebody screaming at us, you know, like anger. Maybe, right? So this is like a child like living through like torment. I don't know. Oh, look at this. This is the playground area. There's an owl. There's the turnstile. Kind of like in a storage area now, huh? Like attic. I don't know. Oh, I thought we could go in there. So what do we do here? Are we going up? We came through there, so we gotta keep going. I thought we'd be able to push through that, but I guess we can't. Is there... No? Well, we can turn the globe. That's cool. Oh, well, there we go. There's our path. The baby noises do not sound like baby. Oh, look at all this. Oh, and see, look! Monster. Monster and then baby. I think we put something together here. I think we put something together here. I'm not sure. But I think we added 1 and 1 maybe. Maybe. Oh good. There's a way that's not through like all the bottles and shit. I probably could have snuck through there continuing to just like take bottles and stuff off, but that seems stupid. And tedious. It mainly seemed tedious. And I didn't want to do tedious. Tedious is We just go. Just go, man. Just go. Alright, Organization 13 robes. We don't have to worry about that. They're playing basketball. So maybe Teddy is a good thing. I was definitely thinking Teddy was something devious and horrid, but oh. I guess there's nothing in that room other than like a scare. I didn't knock anything! I didn't knock anything! Oh god! I got some tissues. I don't. I broke the game. Oh no. Dude. I can't. Whew. I'm finding all these ways to break this game. This isn't good. I should not be a beta tester for video games. Or maybe I should. maybe I do know all the ways to like break things. Alright, that looks like a place to fall down. No. Not a thing we're interested in. Is that a drawing? Yeah, it is. Alright. I don't know what those have to do with anything. They look like collectibles. I love that sound. I love the sound of just like walking through like clothing and stuff like that. There is something so weirdly satisfying. I think it has something that like calls back to being like a kid, like going to like, you know, department stores with your parents and like hiding amongst the clothes like while they go like shopping around and stuff like that. I don't know. There's something satisfying about it. Breaking games is not what you're supposed. Is it? I thought enjoying games is what you're supposed to do. I mean, I'm enjoying the crap out of this. And then somebody pooped. And then mommy pooped. She was just like, I'm tired. Poop. You would do that all the time? Exactly. That's what kids do. That's what kids do. That's what, and like running in between like the racks and stuff like that. There's something satisfying about like sitting amongst like a bunch of clothes and feeling like comfortable, like in this small and tiny environment. Even though you're in this big environment, now you have like closed your environment in on you, and there's something comforting about being in that as a tester. But we're not a tester. This is like a 5-year-old game. Just pretending all the clothing were like trees in a jungle or something like that. Yeah, oh yeah, totally. It's all pretend. It's all pretend. I liked that. I didn't like being in. I always have this issue of paranoia and stuff like that in environments, and that I have like some sort of phobia of being in like large environments and stuff. So like being able to move into those clothing racks gave me like this sense of like ease. But yeah, hiding in clothing racks at Target. We didn't really have Targets, but I was more thinking like J.C. Penney or Hex or Macy's or Woody's or and any of them. I don't know. That's all like East Coast stuff. They probably have different names out west. But that's more like those kinds of like clothing department stores is what I was more thinking. I keep hitting the wrong button. Right bumper. Right bumper. Alright, another memory. That's the pink elephant. We all live in a pink elephant. A pink elephant. A pink elephant. I mean, this baby's pretty freaking impressive. We gotta be impressed with the skills of this baby. That was always like a sense of comfort, like hiding in those. And it was also fun. I mean, it was just playtime. But being in a place that didn't always make me comfortable, it was cool. And that's exactly what that reminded me of. Like, hearing all those coats just, like, bounce against you, it just... I don't go and hide in closets anymore. Maybe I should go play in some closets again. Alright, so that's probably Mom, and that's our, like, playpen or crib. I think we nailed it. I think we nailed the idea behind this story. I'm not sure. Hold on, before we go in there. I want to see if there's... Yeah... Something else? Well, I mean, there is. Another collectible. Doesn't look like I can get into that one. Alright, so let's go through here. And this is Mom singing us like a lullaby. Mr. Fancy Pants buying clothes at stores that don't also sell television, toiletries, and groceries. Dude, I just remember going into those stores. I didn't buy anything. I wasn't the rich one. Oh, Jesus, fuck! The evil coat! Those are the big black coats! I didn't see what that was this time. I also didn't say that, like, we ever bought anything in there. I'm pretty sure my mom went into a lot of those stores just to look around, and I know you're joking. Can we run? Put the teddy bear away and fucking run. Don't worry about it. Fucking run. There's a demon behind you. Baby, no! Bye, freaky coat person! Alright, we don't know who the freaky coat person is. But the coats are scary. And we have a teddy arm. So Teddy actually is our, like, comfort thing. Teddy is literally our comfort thing. I had this, so... So back in the day, This goes back to when I was like 7 or 8. You used to be able to go to department stores, and department stores, like, every year, they would sell these, like, unique dolls every year, kinda to try to, like, drum up people to, like, come to the store, but they would have, like, Christmas Bear of 1985, and you would go to the store and you would buy Christmas Bear. And one year, my grandma, she bought me a dog. He was probably about 2 feet tall, maybe, like, yeah, about 2 feet. Had a red hat, had a scarf. Adorable, it was like a red and green hat. The scarf was red and green. The majority of the scarf was red, the majority of the hat was green. He looked like a white dog. And anthropomorphic white dog. He had like more like human like limbs on him. And it was like one of those things that I just like immediately latched on to. I named him Oliver. It was my favorite stuffed animal in the world. I did everything with Oliver, like regardless of like where we were going or what we were doing. I always made sure that I had Oliver with me, and it's kind of what like the teddy bear reminds me of. Is just like that one thing as like a little child you latched onto for your like comfort and safety. It's just this. It just it like seeing all that like brought that into my brain. It's really cool that this game gets you thinking about talking about child. Really, it does. It totally does. It totally gets you thinking about childhood. Absolutely. I think that's what it's supposed to do. It also makes you think about what's happening in the game, but it definitely has my brain thinking about like my own personal childhood. That's cool. I don't do that often. That's something special. It is definitely something special.
Not now. Not now, hun.
This is all like stuffing coming from the bear, I'm assuming, right? This is all like what broke open from the teddy bear.
I said, not now.
I was right. Can we not say that I was right so far? Mom lost herself in the alcohol. That's why we were finding the bottles everywhere. Mom's the scary person. Mom may not actually be a scary person. She may be dealing with her own trauma. But to us, she's the scary person.
Be quiet now. Mommy? Please go somewhere else. I'll just one more.
He will not take you from me.
If you can't be nice and do what Mommy says, I'm going to be very angry. None of us want that.
I will find you.
I don't know that I was ready for something like this. Uh-oh. I don't know if I was ready for something like this tonight. Holy shit. That may have gotten me a little bit. You had a bear like that? Cute little thing in a blue shirt and a hat. You called him Bear? Adorable, Teak. Adorable. You'd get a lot more as a kid. A whole zoo worth. You'd give names, but Bear was your favorite. Well, Bear or Polly. A super soft polar bear, nice. Or maybe your Simba, even better. Yours was Linus as a kid. You had a blanket you took. You were actually Linus. You were Linus. Nice. Just, you bathed though, right? you bathed. Wait, that was Pigpen. Linus was the kid that played the piano, and he pulled the blanket around. I'm sorry. Oh man, yeah, I had a ton of stuffed animals. I had a ton. I still have one. I've got this like little beanie baby, this little Chihuahua beanie baby. I wasn't exactly a kid. I think I got that. My mom gave that to me in high school. I've kept that around ever since. It's like yo quiero Taco Bell. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why. I've kept it around ever since. I mean, it's probably worth like nothing, but who cares? It's memories. I've kept a couple of them. My sister's godparents gave me a couple of animals. I think my parents named them. I had a like shaggy dog, like Ralph from, well, think of Ralph but with gray hair from the Muppets and a lot more shaggy. You know what he looked like? The dog from Fraggle Rock. If you remember the dog from Fraggle Rock, if you know what the fuck Fraggle Rock is, that's what my dog looked like. And his name was Brother, because my sister's godfather was a brother. And I had a mouse that my godfather gave me, and his name was Andy Mouse. And he had a little hat and a vest and a scarf. He was the most adorable thing in the world, man. I love those. I love those so much. I still have them somewhere. They were packed away in a bag. I never gave them away just because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Like, it was just like, nope, those are going to be mine forever. At some point, I don't want kids, but if I ever had a kid by accident, I'd be like, "Here, have my like old stuffed animal." I've given away a lot of my toys to like friends and stuff like that. There are certain things I was just like, nah, I'm gonna hold on to these, even if it's something that like somebody finds in like 40 years and they're like, oh, what's this in this fucking trash bag? And they're like, stuffed animals. All right, it's trash. It meant something to me. I still have them around regardless. All right, where's the bear? Oh, he got abducted. That's right. Teddy got abducted. All right, we need to dump. Wait, we had the severed bear's arm in there as well. Oh, there's something about like nostalgia and childhood that's not exactly easy to let go of, right? I think we talked about this before, that like there's that idea of like every kid wants to be an adult and every adult wants to like go back to being a kid. How are we gonna do this without Teddy? Right? We can't do it without him. I'm assuming we have to go back out here. This makes... Oh, hold up. What? Can I open this back up? No? I've got the arm. I can't use the severed... Oh, we can use the severed arm. Alright, there we go. Alright, yeah. Teddy's severed arm. Alright. Like, we don't have our safety anymore. It's interesting. I'm not always a fan of games that tell their stories strictly just through like visual stuff, but this is done well. Stupid music box. Stupid thing. Stupid pendant. Stupid book. Where's Teddy Bear? Where's our comfort bear? I still don't like the fisheye look of things. My biggest complaint is like the fisheye. I like how everything is now showing like the stuff that... Oh, we're not done yet. Oh, we are not done yet. Wait, are we? We getting fumigated? There's the moon. There's the star. We found that stuffed animal a couple of times. We found a bunch of this stuff around. It was all like play toys and stuff in the room. Hey, there's a puzzle piece. Yeah, look at that. We're finding everything. Okay. Poor Mama, though. Alright, let's just fall down the stairs. That'll get Mom's attention. The house is kind of in ill repair. Like, she's got, like, laundry lying around, and our room's all jacked up. I guess we go downstairs. There's a key. Dude, this kid walks down the stairs like a fucking champion. I've never seen a 2-year-old walk downstairs like that. 2-year-olds, they got stubby ass legs. They slide their ass down the stairs. That's how every kid I've raised I have taught to go downstairs. You slide your ass down. You don't walk down it like a human being because you can't. You got some stubby ass fucking legs, dude. There's the puzzle board. So it's clever to see all the stuff that we saw in our... Maybe we could call it a dream? Mom's sad. We can hear her crying. Alright. Mama! Mama! Nice wine bottle! Why'd you break my teddy bear? Here you go. You want it? Do you want it? There you go. This is some depressing ass shit. I want my teddy bear.
Stay away from me!
What the fuck, dude?
I'm sorry. I never meant to. It's too much.
What the fuck, dude?
Hi,
Freedom!
little one. Come here. Did you like your gift? What happened to his arm? Don't worry. We'll fix him up.
That didn't paint Mama in a good light. That was a fucked up game. It was a very much a game about abuse. Jesus Christ. Holy hell, man. What the hell? That's not a GG. That's no good game for anyone. It's not a good game for anyone. It's a bad game for everyone. It was a very interesting story. I like it when video games take chances on subjects that a lot of people used to walk eggshells on, you know? That's not something easy to deal with. I don't think that was postpartum depression. I think that was just someone in a bad state of mind. It looked like the game painted it like dad was abusive and then mom took it out on the kid. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe that is a case of postpartum depression, and the parents were irreconcilable and they got divorced. Mom got custody, but mom just never got right in her head, so she took her issues out on the kid. I don't know what we're supposed to paint there. I think it's all just like up to us to kind of like paint that story. There wasn't really enough there that I saw. I mean, the drawings kind of like led things in one way. So maybe both parents are completely fucked up and that kid just has like a shitty fucking life. I don't know. It seemed like dad wanted to be part of things. I think I'm going to go with my interpretation, and I'm going to say that mom was dealing with some depression stuff and wasn't in a good state of mind to take care of her child, and was taking out her issues on the kid, and that's what was causing the kid to obviously have this nightmarish situation. And dad was definitely trying to be part of it, but mom was not allowing him to be because of whatever reasons. We don't know why mom wasn't allowing dad to be part of it. Like I said, from the drawings, it looked like dad was being kind of a piece of shit. I may have misinterpreted those, and maybe it was dad trying to like work with mom and calm mom down, but the drawings looked like they were being abusive. So it didn't look like anything in particular was great. You think the picture of the dad with his arms out over mom might have been trying to show that the dad was trying to help? Yeah, maybe, because it looked like he was like doubled over, and it looked like there were tears coming from him, right? Not just, it didn't look like, but some of the pictures earlier on looked like there was abuse. Like there was like some like really angry pictures, but maybe it was the parents just arguing. Maybe that's what it was showing. Maybe it was just showing that they were like having issues and colliding together. And it's basically a story about a kid from a broken family. More so than like abuse, but like the fact that like the two adults didn't get together. And I mean, how I've heard it before, because I have friends that have gone through it, that like I've seen it firsthand where like the kid catches the brunt of shit because the adults didn't get along. And maybe that's just like what that story is of, is that, you know, this kid is just a innocent bystander of a relationship that didn't go well. Maybe that's the better way of interpreting that. But then mom still took shit out on the kid, and that's why this kid had the nightmares. I mean, that's clearly what that was all about, was like the mom taking her frustrations of whatever that they may have been, her alcoholism and all that, like all boiled down into like something traumatic for the child. That's a heavy fucking game. That is a heavy fucking game. It's not. I didn't know what we were getting into, but that is like some heavy shit to deal with. There is no question about that. That is some heavy shit to deal with. Oof. Oof. I did not expect that. I did not expect that tonight. Overall, I think that was a beautiful game. A beautiful game. And there's a lot that you can glean from that, and I think a lot of like that storytelling is probably based on personal experience. Like there's probably something that they are trying to push forward with their narration, or lack thereof, but visual narration. I think enough of it is obvious. I mean, you see mom in the kitchen and she's got a fucking wine bottle in her hand, and then she immediately screams at the kid. There's a reason why that the teddy bear is broken. I mean, I think there's enough there that we can make a very good interpretation of what that was about. But that's some heavy, regardless, that is a heavy thing to deal with. It's a very heavy thing to deal with. Family is some rough shit. Really appreciate this game, and you're glad it was actually kind of even better than you remembered. That was fun. Thank you all for sticking around and watching and playing that and like being around for that. That was very interesting. And you were right, Sabrina. It definitely, and not just you, but me as well. It brought up some things that mostly positive things in me. But there were some things. Thank you, Teak, for hanging out too. I appreciate that as well. It definitely brought up some things. What else should we do now? We dealt with some heavy. I really enjoy this. I really enjoy this. This kind of. I really enjoyed Rule of Rose, and this did something in a similar vein. I said this while I was playing, whilst I was playing, that it brought up a lot of things of like how children interpret what's going on in their environment. And I think that's a very clever way of telling a story because we don't see that often. That is not something we see often, is from like a kid's perspective and how nightmarish a terrible environment can be for a child and how they project things. That was definitely interesting and I don't know how much we can take this to heart, but in how much kids like process situations, but they definitely, I've seen it again firsthand about how like intuitive and not intuitive, perceptive children are. Like we write children off when they're like really young and go, ah man, they're fucking kids. They don't really know what's going on, but they take in a lot of stuff. They're sponges. Children are sponges, and maybe intuitive is the right word. They're perceptive and intuitive. Like sometimes you like hear a kid and you go, God damn, sometimes kids say the smartest fucking things. And it's not because it's smart, it's just perception. It's perception. They see things and then they speak on things about how like they perceive. And a lot of the times it's a lot more obvious because it's a fucking kid. They don't have a lot of experience to like balance things on, so they say what they see. Oh yeah, children understand a lot more than parents give them credit for. The more that I've been around kids, the more that I've noticed that. Raising two kids and then being around people that have kids, the more that I have seen that, and it's not just that, it's just we don't give them credit for it. Children are intelligent. We're human beings. They're intuitive. They see what's happening in their environment. Children are smart. We just don't realize how quickly they start to pick up on things. I think that's the big thing, is that we just don't realize how impressionable they are at a young age and how quickly they can absorb information and then regurgitate it. I think that's like a big thing. It's just moop. Somebody's saying this moop. I'm sorry. It just made me giggle. But children are a lot more perceptive and intelligent than I think most people give them credit for. And apparently this was like a Kickstarter game, because look at all these fucking names that are going by. Can we not watch all this? I like watching credits of like the people that did the stuff on the game. I'm not so big of a fan of... Oh! The down button does it. We don't need to watch everybody that was in the credits for Kickstarter or whatever it was, the backers of the game. It was a very clever and very fun game, and I'm glad I got to experience that. I'm sorry that it took me so long to experience that. I really enjoyed that. It made me... I'm not always happy when games make me think, but I'm glad that one brought up some memories and things. That was very fun. That was very fun. That was very